I mean, this is like Disco Elysium. There's going to be a lot of talking and narrating from the game. We don't necessarily want to like drown out, but we also don't want to like just deafen people. Let's go. English. Edit save data. Just start.
Starting is fine.
I wonder what the edit save data. If you can just like unlock everything for yourself.
Don't want to watch the briefing.
I don't know whether I want to watch the briefing. Hi, Silk.
Most people didn't, so this is the quintessential experience.
Yeah, we could watch the briefing.
It's fine. We can always play for a bit and then go back to it if you want.
I don't know. It is pretty good. Like bit of backstory. You don't want
Snakes,
to. I've been
blood
waiting for a long time to stream this game. I don't want to necessarily rush it.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound.
Get a soundboard for blood
Their
pumps
demand
or
is
stuff
that
like
the
that.
government
Yeah.
turn over the remains of Big Boss.
Big
They
Boss.
say that if their demands are not
He
met
puts the
within
stress on
24
big.
hours,
Big
they'll
Boss.
launch
Big
a
boss,
nuclear weapon.
not the small boss.
You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of
I think
Armstead,
a lot
Kenneth
of
Baker.
the voice actors
Both
in this
are being
game
held
went
as
by like
hostages.
stage names and aliases.
Secondly, you're to investigate
like Cam
whether or
Clark is
not
not
the
credited as
terrorists
Cam
have
Clark.
the ability
Same
to
for
make
that.
a
But David Hayter
strike.
is one of the people who
Stop them if they do.
as himself.
What's the insertion method?
Insertion method.
Approach the disposal facility by
Hello.
shuttle.
And then
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Swimmer delivery.
After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
What if we kissed in the SDV?
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
so they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman.
Giant and shaman.
Don't say what he does like militarily. He's just
He's really big.
Yeah.
And a formidable gunfighter.
Sniper Wolf, she's a
Finally,
marksman, and
you
Decoy
charge
Octopus, like a master of
Foxhound
disguise.
squad leader.
Vulcan Raven, he's just
Liquid
really
Snake.
big.
Liquid Snake.
Like the heavy weapons guy.
Man with the same code name as you. The nuclear weapons
Yeah, I
disposal
mean, like,
facility
it's-
covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach
It's
your
kind of
target.
fun how he's a military
As
shaman.
usual,
So
this is a one-man infiltration mission.
it's funny how
Weapons
like
and equipment
Foxhound.
OSP.
Yes.
You think of them,
This
all
is
the
a top
Foxhound
secret
members as
black
having like
op.
really defined
Don't
roles.
expect any official support.
And it was one of the things that's like a bit weird about Dead Cell. It's not quite clear what their like specialties are in 2. And the same with the Cobras. Like, they've got kind of like specializations, but it's not really clear what their roles are militarily. You could say the same of Vulcan Raven. It's
Oh, I
like,
forgot, we will be able to watch the briefings. This
Yeah,
just push
yeah,
into the menu.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. Right. Rewind. who is this snake
Who?
guy? Yeah, who?
press. Oh, it's
Press the
press the menu button.
menu button, maybe. Briefing, please.
I need to know what's going on.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known.
how
you
ripped
would
he
have
is.
this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
Buddy.
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were
Armed
rough with
soldiers,
you.
not just
gotta
soldiers.
see
These
that
ones that
situation.
I
have
have
weapons.
guns. Yeah.
Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders.
He looks really
know
blonde,
it.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake.
ATGC.
Don't worry.
Like
This
the
injection
proteins?
won't hurt a bit.
Yeah,
What's the
I just
shot
met you.
for?
I've been sent here by your
You
DNA.
don't like shots?
What's wrong? Don't like injections? Pussy.
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island
Injections
off the
aren't
coast of Alaska.
I
I'm
know,
the
I just think
snake
it's
on
funny
the
the brass neck of like, you just met
Next
someone.
generation
What? You don't like
special
injections?
forces, led
Like,
by
you know, if you just met
unit
someone and they're like, hey,
Foxhound.
let me inject you.
Yeah.
They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if
Especially
it isn't
considering
met,
what the
they'll
injection
launch a
actually is,
nuclear
but
weapon.
Oh, no.
A nuclear weapon.
I'm
Yeah.
afraid
If
so.
you know, you know.
You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is.
It's good of
You'll
him to
have
not
2
move his
mission
face too
objectives.
much away from, like, so he, like,
First,
the
you
camera
rescue
doesn't
the
have to
DARPA
track
chief,
him.
Donald
yeah.
Anderson,
He's very stoic
and
like
the
that, you
president of
know?
Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Live snake
Secondly,
reaction.
we're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
All right. Person in charge, Robbie Campbell, Dr. Naomi.
That detailed the briefing file, but... Oh, wait, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. It's
They've been
Colonel,
left
I
70
don't work
minutes
for
now.
the government anymore.
Still just
Let
in
me go
his
back to
fucking
Twin
pants.
Lakes.
Why,
Twin
Snake?
Lakes.
Is your life in Alaska all that great?
Fuck off.
Dog sled
Yeah.
race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Slow
Wish
zoom
I
in
was
on.
stupid enough to do that. I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very
Going up
old
his
man.
nose.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily.
Silk, is he being
Anyway,
briefed while
I know you
naked?
better
Yes,
than
I
that.
guess he's had a physical.
He's
Like,
got- he's not
even
got a
without
top-
the
he's-
threat.
Not
Why
got
do
his
you
top
say
on.
that?
You're a
Maybe that's just how
natural-born
Snake hangs
soldier.
out.
You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action.
I feel like
Only
this
place we
this
can feel
informs
truly alive
Snake's
is on
character
the
and relationship to the Colonel a lot more than
I'm
most
afraid
people were
to
aware of when
Yeah.
starting the game, you know?
Powerlessness,
He doesn't
frustration that you
seem to be
feel
wearing
every
any
day.
bottoms
You've
either,
tried
actually.
to
Yeah,
break the
he
boys
is
out
just
there in
naked, I
Alaska,
think.
But you can't race
Like
dogs
I
in
said, I
snow
assume he's just had a
forever.
physical by
Why don't you
a
come
military
back to
doctor
us?
or whatever.
Yeah.
And be a soldier again.
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake,
You wouldn't get it.
I just
Yeah.
want to give you back your purpose in life.
That wasn't really about the infiltration method at all.
Yeah, we didn't really talk much about the infiltration method.
Oh,
Oh,
alright, that's it.
okay.
I guess it was just, yeah, the second part of the briefing rather than...
Right, yeah. I think I was meant to select the other briefing things, but I couldn't do it with circle, so maybe I was meant to push, like, start, but whatever, let's
Whatever,
get into
we
the
got
game.
the idea. saw Snake's beautiful blonde
We're
locks.
gonna go normal.
Actually, I remember there is a bit at the
trophy.
end where he's like, well, better cut my hair then.
Oh yeah.
Because it's old, like, Shinkawa art of Snake, so it's like, Snake actually has short hair in this game.
Stay alert. It'll be through here. I know it.
I know it.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Who's that?
So that's just some filler dialogue, you know.
It's very funny that like this is one of the two areas in the game that has like a quite a unique mechanic, and the next area is the other one. Like this one has the water that you can get in
This is
and
Snake.
swim
Colonel,
around
can you
in.
hear me?
And
Loud
the
and
O2
clear.
gauge comes up.
What's the
Yeah.
situation, Snake?
Looks like
Um,
the elevator in the
and
back
then
is
the
the
next
only way
area
out.
has the snow.
Just as I expected. You'll have
And
to
those
take
like
the
two of the
elevator
most
to the
unique
surface.
gameplay gimmicks, and
Yeah.
don't
Make
really
sure
like come
nobody
into
sees you.
play at all.
If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact
select
you,
button.
the codec will beep. When you hear
mean
that
the
noise,
share button?
press the select button. The codec's receiver
Colonel, what are you
directly
talking about?
stimulates
What's
the
a
small
select
bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Oh, good. I can use the
Analog stick.
analog stick. Yeah. Ooh, what's that down there? Just need to like remember what the controls are. I don't know how you go into the first person look. Oh, it's triangle. I love the way the camera like does all this unique stuff. I think there's another ration over here. Yeah. There we go. Uh-oh. He's coming this way.
What was that noise? Through a puddle.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Huh?
Huh? What was that noise? I think I can just like chill out here for a bit.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator
You just
to
have to
come
wait
down.
for it.
Yeah?
You better hide somewhere.
Whoops. Hi again,
Snake,
Colonel.
don't forget this is a covert operation. There are lots of bad guys and only one of you. If you're spotted, you'll be surrounded before you know it.
If that happens, you're finished.
First, go
Finished.
to the
You're
elevator in the
finished.
back.
You're
Take
done.
it to the
You're
ground
done.
floor.
You'll never work in
Then
this
look
town
for the
again.
target chief.
Push select to exit. So even in this game, where like aiming and stuff doesn't really like you don't do a lot of it in first person, you can still use the shoulder buttons to like. Whoops. Okay, I think if you push both the L1 and R1, it brings up the emulator menu. Whoops. No. I want that ration. I'm hungry.
You're not hungry.
I am.
You've had enough.
I'm Marvin. I think another guy comes out of the elevator.
when the elevator comes down. It is a extremely easy and quite boring level if you know what you're doing, but
Yeah, I mean,
for most
like,
players, a lot of people just get run in, get spotted, and it's like a combat dungeon where they have to fight two guys, and then the
Yeah.
elevator comes down.
like this entire area, like the lights are like flashing red because the elevator's coming down. Like you can take these guys out, but there's really no need.
Pointless, yeah.
Yeah.
Next level is the hardest sneaking level in the game.
One of them, honestly.
I would say the hardest, just because you have so little if you do get spotted.
See you later, guys.
And the layout is like crazy.
The layout's huge.
And there's the footprints mechanic.
Willow DeVille, finished, mate.
You're done.
Yeah. You're toast. Now we take off the scuba gear and you lose your big O2 buff.
Yeah.
Even though we weren't wearing any breathing apparatus, just a pair of goggles. Zoom in on that. On his cake.
Caked up, yeah.
Yeah.
See, look how subtle the directed by Hideo Kojima's used to be. One and done. And yeah.
Directed
where we
by
are now.
Hideo Kojima. Written by Hideo Kojima. Meat Automaton. Metal Gear, yeah. Merl Solid. Tactical femboy action. That cunty little
sassy
pose.
little,
The Dutch angles here.
yeah.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm
Oh,
nice
it's-
and dry,
it's
but it's a little hard
Hugging
to
me in
move.
all the right
Bear with
places,
it.
Naomi.
It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Yeah, I
Take it
live
easy,
here.
I'm grateful.
Remember a
Your
briefing
suit
when
and
I
your
said I
shot
lived
would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Meat Automaton, they may call him Snake, but he's serving fish. Willow DeVille.
Behind D.
Slutty little waist with a
Colonel.
hip poking out.
Behind
What's a
D.
Russian
Behind
gunship
D.
doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little
looking at the guy's
diversion got
hand.
their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Everything's already weird. What's going on with this kooky mission?
Yeah, why do they have a Russian gunship? Even weirder, that helicopter clearly has placed like seats for 2 pilots, but there's only one.
It's just how strong Liquid is, you know? My mum lets me have a helicopter with 2
There are only
seats.
18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you two yet. This is Mei Ling. She was
No,
assigned
Snake
to
is
us
such
as
a
our
pussy
visual
hound.
and
It's
data
like, oh, I was
processing
hoping you could avoid
specialist.
this.
Uh-oh.
As well
The
as your
fewer
Solar
women
Tom
I
radar
introduce
system.
Snake to, the better.
Contact her if you have any questions about either
Extreme
of
little
them.
quiet. What, like the
Nice
game
to meet
audio
you, Snake.
does?
The game
It's
or
an
us,
honor
because
to
we can
speak
move the
to a
microphone a little
living
closer,
legend
and
like
we can
yourself.
turn the game audio up.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so...
No, okay,
cute.
never mind.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
What are you jerking off?
I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous solid
We're a little
snake.
quiet compared to the game.
But,
Okay,
I'm
so
surprised.
should we just move the mic
You're
a
very
bit closer?
frank for a
Could
trained
do.
killer.
Also tweak
Looks
it
like
up a
we
little
both
bit.
have a lot to learn about each other.
Is that Max?
Yeah.
But us is
I'm
that
looking
Max?
forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy.
It's
Make
very
sure
funny
you
to say
don't
that
let
when
them
we
see
can
you.
see that they can't.
First,
They
I
literally
want you
can't
to
see more than
infiltrate
like
the
2 meters in
disposal
front of their
site
face.
and look for the
Yeah,
Dapper
that-
Chief.
It's just,
The
just a
Dapper
blizzard,
Chief
you know?
was injected
You know
with
when
the same
MGS4 when you
GPS
come
Even
here,
indoors, though.
nanomachines as you.
it's
It
like
should
a
appear on the radar as a green
there's so much
dot.
distracting
Get
equipment
whatever
on in
information
the
you can
buildings.
from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected
Yeah, all
by
the soldiers
weather,
are jerking
but
off,
if you're
then,
discovered
you
by
know.
an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Gene
Yes,
therapy makes you
it's
go
jammed
blind,
easily, I'm
also
afraid.
masturbation.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing
There's nothing else to
technology.
do out here.
You won't be able to
honestly.
use it.
Silk,
in
I
an
wonder
area
if
with
Snake will
strong
meet any more
harmonic
cube tech
resonance,
experts on
so
this
be
mission.
careful.
We'll
I
be
don't like
monitoring
cute,
your
but
movements by
he meets
radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
You don't think
Got it. I'll
Nastasha
call if I'm feeling
is,
lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up.
Nastasha
so call if you
and,
need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission
Nastasha
data.
and
Contact me if you want me to record
we've already
your
spoken
current
to Naomi,
status.
haven't we?
My
Well, Otacon, I
frequency
guess, is
is
another
1
cute
Well, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I was gonna say not like
It's a
not
dedicated
necessarily like
frequency
tech
for saving
experts,
data.
but well, I guess he
Don't
is a tech
forget it.
expert.
He's a robot expert.
Remember,
I was my
except
brain
for
was
your
in like
binoculars,
military
you're
tech.
naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever
I guess he
weapons
is
you can
making a
find.
nuclear
I
missile
remember.
platform.
First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
No, it's like you got
How would you
captured
make
and
it
you
back
had
in
like
one
5
piece and
guns
be
on
on
it.
a
Like,
strip
okay,
search
okay.
on me?
I'll hold you to that, Doctor.
Look
By
at
the
him.
way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage
Keep
to
it in
smuggle
your
out my
pants, Snake.
smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
Skeleton
never
of fun.
know.
Hi, new here. Want to say hi? Hi. Bro, shit, talking about Otacon.
Do you think Snake showers
If you
cigarettes
want to
off
get
with
in,
that?
there's the front door.
I always assumed that he puked them up.
Yeah,
fast
it would take long to get through the
There's
entire
too much
digestive
risk of
system,
being
right?
Oh, so it's still
by
in the
the
packet
enemy.
as well.
I
So
can't
I
just
mean,
knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
We could have him in like a plastic
One
bag.
sentry on the
but
left
yeah, but like
and
I'm
one
just
on the
saying, it
right.
would. I think it would be extremely
five,
uncomfortable
five,
to pass.
sixers.
Yeah.
I mean, it
I
would
mean,
be
it's
also.
uncomfortable either way.
Yeah, honestly. Puking up a box of cigarettes. Okay.
Piss them out one by one.
Yeah, like piss them out.
Near the door.
Chat, what are we saying? Is it more
There should
uncomfortable
also
to
be a
puke
duct
up
on
a
the
box of
second
cigarettes
floor.
or to
Maybe you just have
pass
like
them out the back passage?
a door to his stomach, like a colostomy bag that he just like puts sand in. Goes,
Well, maybe.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA.
It's called
I'm
sounding.
counting on you, Snake.
Sounding.
Sounds pretty good to me.
I'm not meant to be making any sound. This is a sneaking mission.
Right. One of the largest like open area maps in the game, and plenty of like opportunities for sneaking and stuff. Do we want that? Is it worth?
Isn't it like chaff grenades?
But yeah, well, the streamer prestige I think is to go for it and get it, but it is quite hard.
Yeah, you have to run it the exact right time.
Yeah, because these two searchlights cross over
Yeah.
perfectly. No. Not this time.
Go.
No.
Oh wait, yeah, you have to. It has to be when it's going the other way.
Because we also want. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it.
Gamer.
Woohoo! We also wanna
see
go and
the
get-
surveillance camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Just,
Okay. Just get your
Also-
get your eye in first.
So, this is kind of a secret. You're not really meant to have this until much later in the game. But now we've got a gun.
A surveillance camera?
Blocking out Snake's face perfectly.
And when
I don't think I actually want the stuff that's in there.
MGS4 made you nostalgic for that moment. Flashback, a surveillance camera.
A surveillance camera.
And in the future, the camera's broken. No.
Yeah. Oh no, the camera. They didn't repair it. This is also one of the things that like blew my mind as a kid. Is that like they'll notice your footprints in the snow and they'll follow them.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's like so amazing.
Puffin is dope.
Well, yeah. I mean, he hasn't.
Needs to be in his path. Yeah.
I think he will see them. Maybe not.
He's gonna go right now, and then he should see them right now. No, maybe not.
Nah.
Okay, well.
Honestly, I think as well, the way we want to get in... Whoops, didn't mean to come in here.
It's a fine hiding spot.
Yeah. Just chill out in here for a bit.
I'll go out on a limb and say that
Whoops.
I think that MGS1 is the best looking of all the MGS games.
Best looking.
Yeah, it has the best graphics for my taste.
It's definitely got like a very cool... Oh, I think we're gonna get spotted. Sorry, we're not doing a non-lethal
Damn,
playthrough.
he fucking died.
Gave me a ration.
Fucking squeezed him to death.
Yeah, I gave him a hug.
Wow.
Gave him
I was
a
thinking a
big...
different kind of squeeze.
Oh. Squeezed his hog.
Yeah, pulled his hog right off.
That's what that little cloud of red was.
Yeah, he's like, just kill me.
They wanted to call Otacon AVN Expo but couldn't get the license. Killed a man for food and didn't even take it.
He was also in the way. Let's not forget.
Yeah, I mean, I was also worried he was going to find me. I can't tell what that guard up there's doing.
MGS1 has a very like kind of strong like, oh, you're killing people, how horrible sort of message, but it is the one where it's most like, who gives a shit, like just kill people. Like there's so many action scenes where it's like you kind of just gotta kill all the soldiers.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be using stun grenades the whole fucking playthrough, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't get through this game, I don't think, without killing at least... Well, you've got to kill people in the elevator scenes. So, like...
And I do think...
But it doesn't lay it on too thick like Spec Ops: The Line. It's not like, oh, you killed people, you've done a really terrible thing by playing the game.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the
Do
situation.
you think when
I thought I might be
Robin
of some
Atkin Downs
use.
eventually played
no one I'd
Kaz
rather
that he was
have in
doing
a
an
foxhole
impression of
than
how
you?
Cam Clark sounds in
Well,
this scene?
I know lots about survival in a harsh environment.
Maybe he's
I've
trying to
lived in
sound
Alaska
somewhat
longer
similar.
than
Yeah.
you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
So, Skeleton of Fun. I did not feel the same. I liked the game's visuals knowing when it came out, but I think MGS2 did a lot more for the visuals. I mean, yeah, MGS2 had like 5 years or 4 years.
I don't know. I'm over.
I like the aesthetic this has. Everything feels like really grimy and like really quite gritty. I do like that. And MGS2, for reasons that themically also kind of make sense, feels a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
I like MGS3 the most. I think the facial animations and everything, like, I think that is... I think it's the prettiest.
I think...
But I do like the old PS1 aesthetic. I've got a lot of, like, nostalgia for it.
In terms of the style of the environment, I
opened
think
the vent
MGS2 I like the most. I really like the aesthetic of the big shell. Like, orange being a big colour of MGS2 is very
Shut those covers
vivid
as
to
soon
me.
as they're done
This
spraying.
one is more of a grey game, which I'm
Also
generally
keep
against,
your
but
eye
it's
on
just,
that
I don't know,
woman on the
PS1
cell.
aesthetics, just I go
Get
crazy
careless
for,
now.
especially the fact that the codec is just Shinkawa art, giving little, like,
The
animations.
codec is really cool, and it wouldn't make a lot of sense to have it like cartoony and like animated in MGS2 when you could see the characters' faces in more like animation. I mean, I like MGS3 the most as well because it's got the fewest like long codec scenes where you're not looking at anything, and it's got more sort of cut scenes where there are characters like walking about, like expressing.
The like blocking of cutscenes in MGS3 is like incredible.
Like this game is like, you know, cinematic. So is MGS2,
almost like,
but MGS3
it's a little silly in how actiony it goes in MGS1, especially in Twin Snakes if you ever play that. But
4 feels a lot like Ghost in the Shell to me in terms of style. That's really interesting because I kind of feel the same, but I can't express why. So if you would speak on that more, I'd be really interested to hear what it is you think is sort of Ghost in the Shell-y about it. I don't know how to get that ration, but we don't need it.
So yeah, we're good on
Oh, they're going to tell me push the action button.
Press the action button to drop down.
Colonel, what are you talking about, the action button? I don't have an action button.
I really dig how PS2 games look, but I think PS1 was just my perfect like graphical style for me. And games these days that are like PS1 remakes, like Fat and Bettler, I think are the best looking games out there.
We should stream Fat and Bettler. That's a really fun game because you can stream that and show off a bunch of endings in a single stream, I think.
Use the elevator to change floors.
Is that what an elevator does?
No way. Down
Crazy.
somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Try to find it.
Try to find it.
My camera.
Yep. So we could start bunging chaff grenades around. We've got a load of them, but see if I can avoid it for now.
Of the series, MGS2 is definitely my favourite, but in terms of visuals, MGS1 is my favourite, I think. Which is kind of the only thing that, like, you know, MGS1 is a great game, but because of the power of MGS2 and MGS3, it's kind of like... In any other series, MGS1 will be the best game in the series, but in Metal Gear, MGS2 and MGS3 kind of blow it out the water.
I think MGS2 is the best, like, themically and, like, philosophically has the most interesting ideas going on. But MGS3 is the one I enjoy playing again and again because it's I think it's just got like a much more sort of like not enjoyable story, but like it is just like watching a comfort film for me.
Yeah, and also the gameplay is like much more varied than MGS2 as well.
Ooh.
MGS2 is very easy to get.
Goodness.
MGS2 is quite short, but I mean, so is MGS3 kind of.
Yeah.
But it's you get quite tired of doing the same big shell sort of like sneaking gameplay over and over again, whereas you have more of a varied experience playing MGS3.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna get spotted by that guy. So their vision cones, like I think it's absolutely the right idea to sort of make their vision cones sort of fade out a little bit, so it's a little unclear as to how far they can see.
In general, the Soliton radar is kind of like it's not ideal to have it at all, but because the PS1 didn't have the graphical memory to zoom the camera out even more, it was kind of a necessity so you could plan out your movements a bit more.
So I've been thinking about this. I don't know why we don't have any of the access cards at the moment, so we can't go in any of these places. I don't know whether it's that it didn't have the graphical ability to render more of the screen, and whether it's more to do with the fact that like the textures probably just look
bad.
They probably look unacceptably bad if you zoom out too much. And they wanted them to look. They wanted the textures to look all right when you go into first-person mode, or look at because the thing, the PlayStation can or could render the entire map because you could look around it in first person. So it can do it. It's just that the textures probably look really bad if you they wanted this fire extinguisher, for example, it looks acceptable up close.
You can read it says fire, but
but from further away, it's it's that's
flag.
A lot. Yeah, well, it's a lot more sort of okay, it's blurry because it's over there or whatever. So they were probably compromising with where do we need the textures to be detailed enough that you can kind of tell what they are at close and long ranges. But yeah, it means that because the camera is the the distance that it is. You don't see a lot of the screen, and so you need to have the Soliton radar, otherwise the gameplay does become super unfair. Like, when you get detected, the game is, like Naomi said, you're finished, because you can't see what you're doing.
Just to catch up on chat.
Oh, yeah.
Silk, I assume, on the Ghost in the Shellness of MGS4. Partly it's how they dress in the aesthetics of that. It's all very professional and sleek looking, but it doesn't have the military vibes of like Halo and similar. Both MGS4 and Ghost in the Shell also emphasize a lot of the integration of nanotech computing in the soldiers' minds and how
that changes their
how
tactics.
That changes their tactics, yeah.
I also, I think like that, like presentation of everything, like how the mechs look, how everything sort of is like has got this sort of like future military aesthetic to it. I think that probably is definitely, that's definitely a part of it.
Zephyrian also commented on, I don't know if
any game will surpass
Okami for me. It's just too beautiful.
Okami,
that is a
I think,
big
is
agree
gorgeous.
From you. That is like one of your picks for maybe the best games I've ever looked.
Yeah, Okami is one of the games that like I still to this day play it and I'm like, oh my god, this is so achingly beautiful.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Colonel, stop talking to me about this action button. Want to push my action button?
So I just beat
it's one of my all-time favorites.
Skeleton of fun. So I just put MGS2 the other day. What was the point of making you go to the PCs to get access to the radar? They clearly knew it was annoying. More than half the time you could get the radar as soon as you walked into the room.
I think it's to make you... It was to basically force you into having to navigate each room at least once, you know, kind of like being more careful and going into first person and being, you know, playing the game without the radar. But yeah, it's an imperfect solution because they are clearly aware that the radar is a crutch.
I think it was a system that they kind of were like, sometimes they put a lot of effort into it. There were some rooms where it was really interesting to try and navigate it without radar and eventually get it was a big saving grace. And then the room got harder in response to the radar being activated. Then there were some rooms where, like Skeleton of Fun said, it's just by the door, just get it. Because they were like, well, this room's hard enough, so we'll just put the radar here. So it's one of those systems that I think like they probably implemented early, and then they were like, we're gonna try and make it worth it. Yeah, you know,
a woman's built all right. Also, was this guy on the toilet without like pulling his pants down?
Yeah, shitting his pants but sat on the toilet. One of those ideas I think they probably like early on were like, we're gonna make this matter, and then later on they were kind of like, some rooms we had to just be, fuck it, here's the radar, and we just for consistency with how we were doing it that far.
Yeah, exactly.
I also do kind of like how the radar every time reminds you of what your character's name is. Because it's something you pick very early on and could easily forget if you weren't. But the fact that every time you go to a computer, it's like, oh, welcome.
Yeah, welcome your character's name. Yeah, it's kind of like a nice little ritual the game puts you into, but then it also abandons that later on in the game because it's like, well, you know, the second part of the game doesn't have as many terminals in because everything's falling to pieces.
Ooh, is that a woman?
Is that a woman?
Snake asking the Colonel. I've heard of these things called women. Is that one?
He's like, is that a woman? Oh, she is? No. No.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
When I used to call myself Meryl in this game was one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
So little Merle lore fact there.
Fun trivia. We're skipping through a lot of the codec dialogues. It's not on
some
any
of
of
it
the
is
cool
like,
bits. Yeah, it's kind of just tutorializing the game. This one's a good conversation. I like the DARPA chief cutscene.
Yeah,
iconic.
This is these cutscenes are, you know, where the, you know, Kojima, I think, got his reputation as being like, oh, he's like a movie director but with games.
I mean, if you ever watched a movie like this, you'd be like, well, the camera fucking zooms in so often. Like,
the camera work is extremely busy.
Chief Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
So a lot of the camera moves are kind of just showing off the first-personness of the like camera movingness of the game, you know. Because 3D was still pretty early.
Like, you know,
In that case,
Like,
hurry up and
Kojima
get me outta
clearly
here.
had
Slow down.
studied cinematography at some point, because he
First, I
knows the
want some
rules,
information
although I
about
think
the
he just
terrorists.
broke one of them.
Well, you're not meant to break her. So
Well, yeah, he
Really
crossed the
have
line of
ability to
action,
launch
but he
it.
did sort of like try to ease it in by having the
Terrorists are threatening
camera
the White House.
slide
They say
round
if
a
they
little
don't
bit
accede
first.
to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
But now he, no, yeah,
Is
he
it
just done it
possible?
again now. So I take back what I said.
Say,
he watches a lot of movies.
Yeah.
How did they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads.
Skeleton of Fun.
They
Do you
shouldn't
not
have
still call
access to
yourself
the
that? I
missile.
still do go by Meryl in some places, but
okay.
my
We
online
conducting
name is
exercises
Merle.
with a new type of experimental weapon.
Catwoman 2004 basketball scene camera.
Well, I love that film so much. I know it's terrible, but like it's such a comfort film for me. Catwoman.
A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
He watches a lot of movies.
True,
What
he
a
does
burn,
watch a
though.
lot of movies.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but in response to like, he
Oh,
knows.
he's got a cinematography. Well, yeah, he watches a lot of movies.
I wonder. Yeah, I mean, like, I
Gear is one of the
wonder
most
to what
secret
extent
black
he
projects.
learned cinematography from actually like
You know that.
Doing
studying
camera
it,
work,
or just like absorbing
had
it.
a
Like
couple
Quentin
of run-ins
Tarantino is, I
past.
think, someone who learned
that's the reason
how
you
to
were here
make
at this
movies
disposal
by
site?
watching a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Why else would I come to a
And I think Quentin
godforsaken
Tarantino
place
is a
like this?
great director.
Yeah,
But I don't
at
always
the
like
same
his
time,
films.
the more you learn about like watch old movies, you realize that Quentin Tarantino is a
He's
is
the equivalent of-
inspired to the level of copying for a lot of
Yeah.
movies.
We were
Anyway,
going to
we're
use
talking
this
over
exercise to raw data and then proceed to mass production.
Me learning how to be an Olympic athlete by watching people
Hadn't
run.
been for the revolution.
Yeah,
Revolution.
you'd be surprised.
Rex
Like,
has
I
fallen
watch
into the hands of terrorists.
Pictures of people like videos of people skating, and you're like, oh, I wonder why they're leaning
Metal
forward
Gear
like that.
Rex.
And then
Remember-
you try it, and you're
Codename
like,
for
oh,
the
that's
new
why.
Metal Gear
Remember,
prototype.
Thomas Running invented running by trying to walk twice at the same time.
Warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Shut up in there, will ya?
That's one thing that we say a lot of the time in our household.
Yeah, no.
Not cadence.
There's our
thought
downstairs
that all
neighbor
nuclear
like
warheads
sneezes
were
really
equipped
loud.
with
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that as well.
detonation
Later on,
you
yeah.
have to input.
Oh, you mean pal? Yes, of course. There is a pal.
He's
Oh,
called
I
Archon.
have a pal.
Yeah, he's called Archon. He lives on the next level.
I've got a pal. I've got lots of pals.
Yes.
Yeah,
Baker knows
me too.
one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But
Can I stop you right there?
they
That is
found
an
out
ugly
my
tie.
password.
That is truly
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I was trying
pink,
to.
pink with green polka dots. Come
Can't
on.
resist.
Psycho Mantis.
Listen, it's all part
One
of
of
the
the members
psyop
of
to
Foxhound.
appear somewhat incompetent when he's actually one of the fucking patriots
is
or whatever.
Just a
Okay.
time before they get Baker.
Well, okay. Now, I was about to do another spoiler, but like,
They find out Baker's password.
Silk, I like the video Kojima in the
They'll be able
Criterion
to
Closet
launch
where he
a nuke
complains that
anytime.
young people don't watch old movies and they need
there
to
is
buy
a
more
way to stop
Blu-rays.
the launch.
young people don't watch old movies, but at the same time, as a
Card keys.
I'm
Designed
exiting
by
my young
Armstrong,
person
the system
era. I feel
developers
less
as an
obliged
emergency
to
override.
complain about
Even
young,
without
like
the
you know.
passwords, you can just insert the card keys.
And it's sort of like the
engage
kids
the
are all
safety
right, where
lock.
you want to be like,
And
listen,
if I
let's
do
not.
that-
Yes.
The young people are doing okay,
You can stop
but I mean, I bet compared to Kojima, I bet
where
watch
are
any
the
movies.
keys?
I have a lot of Blu-rays, but
You should have
Yeah.
you know, if I walked into the Criterion Closet, I'd be
You
like,
need 3
fucking, I
card
don't know.
keys.
Do
There are 3 different slots to put
you
them
guys
in.
have like
You
Goodfellas?
need to
Got
insert
Back to the
card
Future.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 card keys.
3 card keys.
Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
There's
Well, I
a
was
great,
gonna- no,
there's a
sorry.
great like
Somewhere in the second
tactic you
floor
can learn from this game
Second floor basement.
that is great in
I heard the
meetings.
guards say they
Is
moved him to an area
you have
that
to
has a
adopt
lot
it a
of
little bit because it is a bit
electronic
weird to do in conversation. But
Any other
repeat
clues?
the last thing
Yes.
someone said
They
that as a
fermented over the
question.
entrances, but
And
didn't
you
have
appear
enough time to
engaged.
break them.
Yeah, you appear like you're
Black
listening and
don't
you're like,
look
ask,
for the
you know,
areas where the walls are a different color.
What I was gonna say is, do you think Decoy Octopus added the tie as a special affectation? Be like, this is what he would wear.
It's called.
Although you do.
I think he just copied his clothes.
Works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Sure.
As you approach the door's security devices,
Salts, batteries, it's all the same thing, right?
in the card.
And the doors will open automatically.
Turns your body into a giant radar by, I don't know, salt.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
The controller's pulsing.
What happened?
Did he reach for his crotch?
Yeah.
I think he might have done.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
Snake's a lot more perturbed in the codex scene than he was in the cutscene. He's like, dead. Whatever.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red.
Absolutely.
I wonder how many times he'll ask the colonel he's hiding something from us and he'll be like, no.
You want me to believe you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support.
Now,
Snake, we don't have time to debate.
don't get me started on the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Jim Houseman. This is the,
If I had to name my top 10 Metal Gear characters, Jim Houseman would be rating highly.
What's all that going on out there? Ooh, I can see through the wall.
That's fun. Excuse me.
Can I come out now?
I think this guy's sick or something.
Oh, actually, so we've got the gun, so we'll see a different version of this cutscene.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Oh, they put the pants on him. The censored version. Fuck.
I mean,
So
it's
you
blurred
killed
out
the
in the
chief.
other version.
Yeah, but still.
Bastard.
You bastard! You killed the chief.
Liquid?
Look at that little smirk on Snake's face, like.
Yeah? A little catboy smirk.
Pointing a gun
Don't
at me, I
move.
see.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can
Yeah, if
shoot
you don't have the
rookie?
gun, you can't do
Careful.
this.
I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a
Are they
person.
cute eyes, though?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Don't think! Shoot! I am in danger of dying.
Yeah. That random body on it. The professional reload. Going you mentioned.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
I'm telling you, shoot!
Hold on, over
Oh, we don't have any stun grenades or anything. Damn.
No. This is how the scene goes if you have no pistol. Nice.
They
You're
shoot
gonna
me.
shoot them now. That was me talking to Meryl on screen, not to you.
I just dive in front of her.
Nice. Textbook. Use your ration, need that one.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Stone grenade.
Gonna get that elephant grade for stopping all the biscuits.
Oh, the biscuits.
Yeah.
Why is he aiming at me?
I'm
There's
not
two
holding a
people in
machine
this
gun.
room, you know,
Yeah.
buddy. This is how a soldier behaves. Whee! Rookie was the original twink. So true.
Thanks for the help.
Time for a really normal, like, shot.
Who are you?
That's how, yeah, when I see someone's hip swing and I'm like, who are you?
Fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
What a weird psychic flashback to inform this scene you just watched.
Yeah.
Now we'll never get
Well,
that detonation
honestly, when I first played this when I was a kid, I was like, I had no idea
Yeah,
what was going
yeah.
on here. This makes no sense
When I
to
first
me.
played this when I wasn't a kid, I was just like, even though it's very clearly telegraphing what just happened, I was kind of like, what's going on?
Yeah, what is that?
I mean, there's nothing that isn't it in like the manual that comes with the game. If you read, it tells you about the members of Foxhound, and you can learn more about Decoy Octopus
Yeah.
before starting the game. Doing the Helldiver salute.
Damn, she really is a Helldiver.
Yeah. Dirty bastard.
I feel funny.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
I keep that to yourself.
Talking about watching her ass. Oh, I just had some kind of hallucination.
Electric interference coming from Psycho Mantis.
If you were looking at what I was looking at, it was a hallucination, I swear.
It's a mental feedback loop.
Yeah, I don't know whether they can they can monitor his his vital signs from the submarine. I wonder if
Yeah.
they can see what he sees.
Wonder what Psycho Mantis will comment on the PS5 version. Playing Helldivers.
You've been playing Helldiver. I mean, I didn't.
Dragon's Dogma 2, haven't you?
Oh damn! I thought I could
See, World of Ill asking the same question.
How does the whole memory card Psycho Mantis
He'll
thing
probably
work with
just
the
say
emulator?
fuck all. Yeah, how are we meant to switch controllers when that happens?
On
That'd be
the
interesting.
PS3 version, you could go into the emulation menu. Yeah, controller settings,
Connect to
controller
P2.
connection.
I
There you
see.
go. Oh, it's a I wonder why that's an option. That's strange. Oh well.
Hey, it must be a 2-player segment later on.
Yeah, maybe. Can I get back in here? Yeah, I can.
Welcome, Socius, to the chat.
Hi, Sin. I vote MGS and I'm late. What, late to vote in the poll that ended?
Well, late to
earlier
join the
today?
stream, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean,
Demon
you can,
boys.
like, yeah, Zone of the Enders bros, you can still vote in the poll. I mean, you can't, but just, like, DM me about it and say, play Zone of the Enders, and maybe I will.
What were the options again? There
It was either this, Zone of the Enders, another Hideo Kojima game, and honestly, I think underrated. Demon Souls or Deadly Premonition. Have you played MGS before? Oh, have I played
many
MGS
times,
before?
yeah.
Yeah. I used to have like a tradition of playing through every MGS game once per year.
You also used to have the tradition of playing MGS2 every night for a few months.
Yeah, I had a very dark period in my life where, as a coping mechanism, I played MGS2. Like, I would skip through all the cutscenes, but I would just like effectively speedrun the game, and then as soon as the credits rolled, just play again. And I would just do that like maybe 3 or 4 times per night, and nothing else. So I know that game probably better than I do this one, but not as well as I know MGS3, because I actually got into properly like not speed running, but like hardcore running that game.
Yeah, European Extreme.
European Extreme, no detections. But yeah, I love these games.
Running as a coping mechanism is scarily common, apparently.
Yeah, I now understand this to be true. It's weird there's no guards in here. There normally are. Oh well. C4.
Which ending are you going for?
I think we will go for the Otacon ending.
True.
Which means I don't get to show off my gamer thumbs in passing the torture test.
If you want to do a save beforehand, just to show off, I can do it, okay. And
well,
then
it gets
just fail.
harder and harder, and the point is, like,
Yeah.
I want to show that I can do the top level.
Yeah.
I'm extremely good at mashing.
But yeah, we're like Otacon ending truthers.
Yeah.
We're totally like Meryl got better.
Meryl, yeah.
Because it makes more sense for where MGS2 starts. Like, without MGS4, you would be like, well, the Otacon ending makes way more sense for how the series goes.
Yeah. Well, the Meryl ending
allows room for Otacon to still survive.
Otacon says, I'm gonna stay here and do some stuff whilst the bombs come. But then the bombers don't arrive.
The point is that he is self-sacrificing so he can survive.
Yeah.
But it makes more sense for him and Snake to already be doing their own operation in MGS2 if they leave together in one, rather than then Snake came back and found Otacon and then they teamed up.
Yeah, and they teamed up later for reasons.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, that's the Meryl ending, which is the good in scare quotes ending.
Well, there's an argument to be made that Kojima intended neither ending to be canon because he didn't necessarily know he was going to make more of these games.
Yeah.
And there's unique rewards for doing both endings. Neither reward is particularly good for, if you can play the game to the end, you probably don't need either of them. And if you're playing the game properly, you definitely don't need either of them. But they do sort of let you muck about with the game systems more, which is always appreciated. I like when games give you, oh, here's infinite ammo, so now you can just see what it's like if you have, a grenade launcher and you can just, go crazy with it.
To answer Skeleton of Fun's question, the criteria to get different endings is entirely whether you fail or succeed for torture scene.
Yeah, when you're captured and tortured, you can continue to pass the torture test by passing the mashing. If you don't pass, you die and you get game over. But you can at any time submit to the torture, and Snake beats himself up about how he was too weak to and depending on what you do in those two situations, you get two different endings. Anyway.
Did you ever play the GameCube remake? I assume Twin Snakes is what
Yes, Twin Snakes, yes. I like Twin Snakes a lot. I'm hoping that they release it as part of the Master Collection, but I'm not holding out hope they will.
I wouldn't. Twin Snakes, I've never played it, but I've heard wildly divergent opinions on it, so...
I like it. The one thing I don't like about it is they re-recorded a lot of the voice lines. Some of them are better, some of them are worse, and it's just one of those choices of... It's one of those things where you're like, why? Why did they do this? It doesn't make any sense.
My favourite is when you stay in the prison so long that redacted busts you out. Yeah, the Richie Morgan way out, which is not being so incompetent at escaping but so good at mashing that you eventually get to that point.
Yeah.
He's the best character in the whole series.
Yes. I
Special
love this guy.
Operations Foxhound.
Special Operations Foxhound.
Revolver Ocelot.
And do you think Ocelot decided to downgrade to one revolver?
Well, he's got
Been
two.
waiting for you, Solid Snake.
But only wielding one, you know?
Yeah, he only fires one at a time.
Yeah.
Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend.
Skeleton of Fun. I'm literally the best at mashing. I honestly never lost a Mario Party mashing minigame.
You're a good masher.
I'm a good
Mashing
masher.
is my total gaming weakness. I cannot mash for the life of me. I will always fail mashing minigames.
It's not about using your thumbs, to be honest. It's about engaging your
Yeah, it's
whole
about
arm.
it's about moving it to the wrist/arm area rather than the finger. But I don't know. I just can't. I when it comes to that kind of rhythm, I can't maintain it.
Is the best gun ever. The problem I find in this boss fight is running out of ammunition.
Yeah.
Where is he? There he is.
Hiding won't help
Right.
We did just talk over some of the most memeable dialogue in the whole game. I mean, we're gonna make some references to Metal Gear Awesome as well, and then
Yeah. This gun is the best gun ever. It's got one bullet left.
Say the line, Ocelot, about reloading.
There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-dressed chamber.
Is it hot in here, or?
Let's go.
Hiding won't help.
Revolver Ocelot and recoil operated semi-automatic Ocelot walks in.
Why can't I? There we go.
Don't you want to settle this?
I want to settle this. Yeah.
Want to settle my hash?
You missed like I just did an absolute gamer like shot like. Yeah, I did it
Oh,
again.
nice! Through the fucking wire.
Gamer. Threaded the needle there. No, I didn't.
Have you ever had this boss go on so long that Baker just dies?
Yes.
Oh, really? I've had me accidentally blowing up Baker before, but never let him just bleed out.
Well, when the subtitles are active, you can't.
Be the smell of your own.
I'll get your menu back up.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't see your ammo. I'm gonna die. There we go.
Oh, I would totally believe that Ocelot is neurodivergent. He is so, like, not in a derogatory way, weird. Like, he has so many weird things about him that it's just like, yeah, I believe it.
Picking
Oh,
an
nice.
Ocelot as his persona as well.
Fucking big boss canon. It's beyond canon. It's like, it's text. It's in the game.
Yeah.
Like, like in MGS3, it was like, oh, that's the, that's the real heads read. But by MGS5, it's like, this is literally like.
You're
in the
pretty
game.
good. I am pretty good. I did that using only one ration.
Nice.
I don't usually do that well.
Sorry, not by MGS5, by MGS4. Like, when you get to the point where Ocelot is like kissing Snake, during the MGS3.
No, it's a Russian taunt.
When he's Russian taunting Snake
It's
during
a
the
Russian
MGS3
taunt.
section of their fight.
It's
like,
a Russian
okay.
Tuant.
And also, like you've pointed out in tweets before, like as soon as Ocelot is accused of fancying Ava, he's immediately like, I have no interest in this woman. When Volgin suggests that he fancies Big Boss, silence.
Silent, pensive.
Yeah.
Sin, I'm gonna try to refrain from reciting this as it happens. Please don't. I absolutely love this game, and I'm probably gonna start like barking the voice lines before they happen at some point.
No spoilers past MGS2. Okay, we'll try and refrain from that.
Okay, yeah. No, don't feel bad for asking. I've scolded Slag a few times just for like referencing spoilers
Later
for like
events in
later on
this.
in this game. So no problem. Skeleton of fun. I think these games are best experienced
If we
as
make
blind
reference
as possible.
to Beyond 2, it'll just like surface level, like how the game looks, how the game feels, sort of thing.
Yeah, no like story.
Stuff,
I'm not
yeah.
one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you.
Also cool with
You're
spoilers
from the
Metal Gear Rising.
Pentagon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What?
Silk, I was about to talk about
Now the
MGS5
terrorists have
spoilers,
both
wasn't
codes
from
and
policy.
launch anytime.
Let's try and
We'll keep it.
try and keep it
kayfabe.
spoiler free for now.
I managed to resist
Well,
Psycho
probably for the
Mantis's
whole
mind probe.
duration of these streams.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
I love how in
DARPA
this
chief
game,
said
in this
Mantis
world,
got his
like,
code by reading
oh
his
yeah, you
mind.
need psychic insulation, bro. You gotta get that installed in your
Yeah,
brain.
I'm sure.
Like, people
In that
aren't,
case,
don't even
how
bat
did
an
they get your
eyelid at
code?
the existence of psychic powers. Like, they're a little bit, like, freaked out by it, but it's not like,
You're told Psycho Mantis is psychic, and you're just like,
yeah, sure. I mean, probably.
yeah.
Oh, he's
Part of the
not
remote
human.
viewers division.
I tell you, he loved every second of it.
Your Soliton radar and codec are all made from currently existing
Looks like
technology.
His was sliced off.
You're a funny man.
You're a funny man.
Another common parlance in this household.
Yeah.
What? Can't be. You know, that's not what you
Bam.
promised, Jim.
Bam.
Now you want to shut me up?
Massive damage being done to Snake's
Calm
knee.
down.
Each of
What's
those
wrong
hits.
with you? I just told you I was here to save you.
Should have your health bar in the top left. Go.
Honestly, yeah.
He had a
Should have
heart
had the health
attack or
bar like
something.
ticking up, but he wants to do the like health bar regenerates at the end of this cutscene.
Later, Kojima would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now,
He was more surprised by the security camera than the psychic gimp. Honestly, yeah.
I agree. But what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the
Played
next
2 on
good
the
war.
emulator. I'm playing 3 on the
I'm not
emulator
gonna
too.
let these
Yeah, I
guys
think
start
like
a
the
war
Master Collection
today.
game
You
versions
still
of
have
these
the
games
card
are
keys.
fine.
Yeah.
To override the detonation.
The HD collection that came out on 360 and PS3 is one of the probably best like remasters of any games
Yeah.
like ever.
Terrorists.
Back when Blue Point used to be lawful good.
Yeah. I do like that the HD collection on PS3 maintains the pressure sensitive controls in 2 and 3.
PS3 has the capability.
Yeah, PS3 still had pressure sensitive
Could
buttons.
that be the Colonel's niece?
I wonder if it does on this. Actually.
It is crazy that
But probably
Xbox-
not.
The Xbox 360, despite having a trigger on it that had
She's
a degree of
green,
movement on
but
it, was
as tough
still
as they
like
come.
digital. Like,
Yeah.
Did you know she escaped?
they couldn't have implemented that into the trigger.
Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec.
Oh, sorry, I didn't answer Sosin. Don't recite or don't refrain from reciting dialogue like as it happens.
What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's...
I'm probably gonna do
I heard
that.
the new collection was a bad emulator, so I played it. Yeah, we don't know much about the new
Sorry,
HD collection.
I forgot.
Yeah, I mean this is the HD collection on PS5, so I think the frame rate is not very good, but it never was very good.
Yeah, oh sorry, I forgot. I love that Snake's reaction is just,
Is there
damn!
any way to
Rather than,
prevent
are you
response?
joking? How can you forget something so important? Like,
Yeah, let me jog your memory. Click.
My employees.
Who's that?
Hal
The
Emmerich.
team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering.
Zephyrien, don't you think something like a Resident Evil style remake would suit this game? Well, they kind of did that already with Twin Snakes,
What if we can't come up with
and
anything?
it was very like okay in a lot of people's minds.
Saying Meryl's
Where is
code,
this
because we're just gonna have to look up.
Oh.
Otherwise,
Well, no, we weren't
were
gonna have to. We're gonna still do it the way we're gonna do it.
North from here. That's where he worked.
Oh,
normally
okay.
look at the
I
CD
understand.
case.
Yeah, you normally
Why
look at the
Metal
CD.
Gear?
So
The
we'll
nuclear
explain
age
all this in a
ended with the
second.
turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear
This is
war
like
isn't gone. In
Kojima
fact, it's
getting on his
greater than it's
soapbox.
ever been.
Yeah. Now let's get into what the game's really about, baby.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, the game's about genes, which comes in later, but this is it.
This is the surface level political message of the
Yeah.
game.
Have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Silk, thank God this was before
Only
games
that,
had politics in
several
them.
pounds of
Yeah,
muff are reported every year.
nowadays games are
Stands
super
for material
political.
unaccounted for. It
Muff.
proves that there's a large and well-organized black
Back when
market for nuclear materials.
the potential of
Furthermore,
radioactive
since the end
waste
of
used
the
to be the
Cold
biggest of
War,
our problems, you
Russian
know?
nuclear
Like,
engineers in particular
well, what if
are
these
out of
barrels
work
corrode?
with no way to turn.
Yeah.
In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
This is like a weird revelation in the game, but it drops on you the fact that nuclear disarmament happened in this world, and then also drops on you in the same breath that it didn't really happen. It's kind of like Shadow didn't happen.
Well, I think during this time they referenced like the Start 2.
Takeovers among the big weapons.
I think this game.
Assumes that would lead to complete disarmament. Like,
Well, Start was a real thing.
yeah, I know Start 2
But
was
like
real, but
Start 2 was gonna like was gonna be signed, but never got ratified.
Yeah.
But they're talking in this game as though like, oh, there are about to sign the Start 2 Accords, and it'll be like, maybe this will disarm, but then disarm the world. But then this guy's saying like, nah, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it turns
Bleeding
out
heart liberals, baby.
bleeding heart liberals.
I thought in MGS history there was meant to be like, prior to Metal Gear there was a total nuclear disarmament, which is why the fact that Big Boss has a nuclear weapon is such a big deal.
I don't give a crap about you.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here,
Put some
this
respect
is
on my
what you
name.
came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was
Big
destroyed by
confusion for me when I
gunfire.
first played this game.
Yeah, I was
Reference
about
to
to
a
say-
CD case, and then you get an optical disc, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how do I use this
All the
thing?
data collected from this exercise.
Yeah, so he told us we've got to contact Meryl, and he can't remember her codec frequency.
I hid it from that
It's
sadistic
on the back of
maniac
the CD
wanting to
case. A lot
torture
of people
me.
are just like,
They
oh,
don't
well,
know
here's a
this
CD.
disc
So
Yeah.
exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give
Yeah,
him
I'm
my
not sure
card,
if
too. It'll open up all security
last time I
level
looked
2
into
doors.
whether you could emulate MGS4 on PC, it was not good.
No.
You could play it like
No, you go
15
on
frames per
without
second.
me.
I'm not sure if
They
it's
got my
advanced beyond
password.
that
They
yet.
don't want
So,
anything else from me.
yeah.
here's hoping that they release
what
MGS4 in the Master Collection for Volume 2.
Yeah. They should.
Ninja?
They probably
weird that
will. I mean, there's
MGS4
nothing
is-
else they could put in it, really.
Yeah.
Dark
Well, yeah, all that's left is for Peace Walker.
Yeah, for Peace Walker.
It'd be crazy if
Five.
it just did Peace Walker, Phantom Pain, and 5.
You know him.
Yeah. You mean
should
Ground
ask
Zeroes
Parker,
and
the only
Phantom
hunter
Pain.
from Foxhound.
Not Phantom Pain
She
on
knows
5.
better than I.
That's the same
Oh,
thing.
sorry, wrong around. Ground Zeroes and Phantom. Yeah, Ground Zeroes and 5. Or V.
You've got to stop them.
Yeah.
If
V.
it goes public, my company and
And then
I
V going over.
They could put
It's
MG
V,
Metal Gear
actually.
Rising.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Snake
Wait,
having
wait, wait.
Wait, doesn't it use currently existing technology? I
Wait,
thought that
roll it back, bit. for 1 second. Are we on currently existing technology?
Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
That's crazy. What are the chances? 2 heart
That's
attacks within
two
half
heart
an hour.
attacks, Yeah.
What the hell?
Silk Razor, Metal Gear Acid. I would be up for Metal Gear Acid. I had that on PSP, and I thought
one
it
is
was
that
very
again?
good. It's a turn-based like deck builder.
Are you listening?
Fucking
Metal Gear game.
Portable Ops.
I have no
As many
idea.
games that they can have.
Portable Ops, which is just
It
Peace
looked like
Walker
another
but
heart
worse.
attack.
Yeah.
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Damn!
I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me.
Still doing amazing.
Get in
I
contact
haven't
with
played.
her.
I think that's true for a lot of people. A lot of people kind of just
There's
skip
a
over
lot of
MGS1 because they're
electrical
like, oh, the
interference coming
controls
from
are
there.
too
It should
antiquated,
be
or the
okay if
graphics.
you
Yeah,
do
the
a transmission
graphics,
like
it's
us,
very
but
clunky,
normal
and it's
transmission
like-
is probably impossible.
I don't know.
Try moving away
I'm
from
resistant
that
to such
area.
complaints. I'm like, look,
Snake,
I
get
think
a hold of
MGS1
yourself.
controls great for
Naomi,
what the game
what
is.
the hell was that
You know,
ninja thing?
and I think,
Foxhound?
like I said, I think
No.
this is the best looking Metal
you
Gear
sure?
game. So
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
but I would recommend it. Yeah, I think MGS1 is great.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I am very nostalgic for
It's
the.
in my top 3
Ooh, I got a
MGS
trophy.
games. I
um,
wonder what the other 2 are.
so yeah, this guy told us to contact Meryl. Like, oh, it's on the back of the CD case.
I mean, I'll
so
just-
you're like, well, it's got to be on. This is a disc, right?
Yeah.
Optic disc containing Metal Gear.
How do I
look at the back of it? How do I look at the back of it? I'm assuming.
It'll be in this menu, the menu.
Yeah, online manual.
Online. It's not online. It's like,
I think it is.
oh, for real?
Actually
Fucking hell.
opening a web page.
This is good.
Okay.
They couldn't have just like scanned the manual.
I assume.
Yeah, we know what the frequency is, but we're gonna go through how someone
so-
would have to.
Yeah, so in the original game, you had to look on the back of the CD case
And
that
there's
the
a
game
screenshot
came
of
in,
the
and
game.
there's a screenshot of Snake in a phone call with Meryl, in a codec call with Meryl, and it shows her codec thing. But obviously, games aren't really distributed in CDs anymore.
Which was an extremely fun idea at the time, and was great, like, sort of like
it's
spreading
like
information through the playground. Like, oh, when it says CD case, it means the actual flipping CD.
Actual back of the CD
and
case.
as a child playing this game when you ought to be older, you were like, what?
Yeah.
Try... What's in mode overview? Oh, scroll up.
That was
scroll up a little more.
Yeah, that was in.
Oh fuck, wrong guy.
The Colonel. That's Mei Ling. Right. Okay. Mode overview. Special. No, these are just like the game modes. Characters. Meryl Silverberg.
That's no good.
These are just pictures of them. Spoilers.
Nice art of the Armstead present. There's Jim Houseman.
Jim Houseman. Love Jim Houseman. Yeah, so you'd think it would be in here somewhere.
Go through how to play, maybe.
Game screen.
Ooh. Radar.
Yeah, so I don't know how you're meant to figure this out anymore. Because in the PS3 version, there's like a digital manual you can open. And it has like a page at the back which is just like, here's the thing you need to know.
I agree with
Master
Zephyrian in that missing game, like booklet manuals that came with games.
Yeah.
Prime, like you buy, your mum takes you to the shop to buy you a game, and then you read the game manual on the way home, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to play the game. Oh, hang on.
These
are
all
the standard ones. Fuck.
Yeah.
This is when you're confused as a kid as well. This is the moment where you can just call the Colonel over and over again, and he eventually just tells you, "What about the CD case the game came in?"
Yeah, but he won't. He will not tell you the.
He won't tell you the frequency. No. He'll just tell you, look on the case.
Yeah, look on the game CD.
A cynical
case.
mind could say this is sort of like a antiquated DRM way of being like making sure that you didn't pirate the game, but
yeah, like Space Quest 1, I think, came with like a big code book. Now level 2 card. Yeah.
Level.
We also have a level 2 card, so we can go to some of these rooms and get some good weapons.
Is there some way you need to smoke your ciggies to see the...
yes, there might be.
If you're smart and don't want to degrade your health.
Yeah, so this, you're like, oh, this room, I'll just go and grab those things, right?
Wrong, Buster.
Wrong.
There's fucking lasers.
So if you don't have thermal goggles, you need to smoke a cigarette and you'll be able to see. In fact, I could do that. Where's my cigs? There you go. It just turns the lasers on.
How cigarettes work in real life? They all health degrade and you eventually die after smoking maybe 2.
I don't think it can kill you.
Okay.
I think it takes
you get
your
so
health
weak
down
that
to critical.
If you got like your toe stepped on, you would die.
Yeah. You stub your toe and die because you smoked too many cigarettes. No smoking. I mean, this is a weapons depot. So.
You can use the thermal goggles. There you go, hidden tech. Thermal goggles is just the easy way to do lasers in this.
Honestly,
Same for claymores as well.
Yeah. The thermal goggles are a big boon.
Aww. I always use cigs. I even made Raiden smoke and felt guilty.
Oh, oh, that melts my heart. No, Raiden's a big boy. He wants to smoke cigarettes, just like his hero, Solid Snake.
Solid Snake.
Now that we have a level 2 card, I wonder if there's anything on B1 for us. I think there is a level 2 door here. Oh no, that's level 6. Of course, it's level 6. What am I thinking? And yeah, there's actually nothing for us here. There's more treasure to get in this hangar room. But yeah, thermal goggles are a big, like, so that if you didn't see earlier in the stream, they're upstairs. In fact, I'll probably go back up there in a second.
Sentence. Death.
I need the SOCOM suppressor, so... And the way you equip this is... Oh, it just auto-equips. So I thought you had to... because it usually appears here, and you had to equip SOCOM, and then the suppressor and the other thing, and it would just auto, like, combine them. But yeah, seems like they've gotten rid of that. I think we've got the high enough level cards to go upstairs, and...
MGS2, but you have to equip it like that apparently.
Oh, right. I thought it was in this game as well, but... What? Are you kidding me?
What, the yelling one was going, oh.
So you can see how hard it is to evade, like, guards when you're... Yeah. But luckily, they're all gone. Now we've got the SOCOM suppressor, we can, like, silently snipe people, but it's really hard still. We need some things from here, I think. Cardboard box, that's useful to have. Chaff grenades, I could honestly take them or leave them. Although actually I think they are useful against a tank. Just coming up.
Yeah, just to approach it.
I think you more or less need them.
Yeah, well, you just get stun marked.
Can't get through this door.
Nope. Oh, come on. Noise, I thought he saw you,
Mine detector. That's useful to have, but not necessary.
Is it, compared to the thermal goggles?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, thermal goggles kind of just breaks the game for a lot of aspects.
Yeah, honestly. And yeah, they are in, I thought they were in this part of the game. Even the OTMGS is auto-quote. This one room made me kind of pissy when I got caught. Also, I didn't learn the way the game crawling over Claymore mines picks them up. Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh, so he's still there. Big thing that caught me out many times was when you had to come back to the area that the tank's in. Some asshole came and put more mines down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably got ration equipment, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'm about to die, aren't I? Camera will detect me again.
Give me
Fool to let me just grab you.
Biscuits.
Ow.
Oh, he had no biscuits.
He had no biscuits.
How lucky is he not to carry a biscuit in his pocket?
We need actually the timer to...
Before you can open it up. Nice.
There we go. Now... That's level 5, what?
You have to call Meryl still, right?
Oh, yeah.
Stand in the middle of the factory floor here.
Like, you know.
Meryl!
Right, it's 141.15,
1.15, I think.
15.
Oh, 0.15? It was definitely 15.
Yeah.
Who are you? I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
I was really impressed with the way you busted.
You're the Colonel's niece,
What do you walk
Meryl, right?
Can you teach me?
It's not him.
Teach me how to swing my
exactly who
hips
are
like
you?
that.
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by
Has
yourself?
the Colonel
You
even
think you're some
divulged
kind
that
of one-man
Meryl is his
army?
niece yet?
I don't need
I think
lectures.
so.
You're
Okay.
just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name.
We talked over a lot of that cutscene. to be
Aha.
honest.
Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid
I
Snake?
mean, what does it? That's
You-
what everyone calls you. Like, you know.
Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes.
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful,
There's
compassionate
the
eyes.
Oh, just what
He's
I'd
got
expect from a
women
legendary
melting
Solid
like
Snake.
butter.
You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows?
Oh, I could use a refill.
Why don't you ask him? But
Quiet
first I
moment
want some
before,
information.
Tank.
You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist
Oh,
attack.
can you get out the side
That's
there?
okay. But
Nice.
what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like
Boy,
them.
oh boy.
Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel,
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Base AI, I
Why
can't remember. Are
Foxhound?
there any negatives for killing people in
Because there are
MGS1?
special ops
None
groups
whatsoever.
handling top secret missions.
I think it affects your
They
ranking
can
at the
help
end,
keep it
but
all
there's no
hush-hush.
clear like
But we must have
hierarchy
fired
of
nuclear
rankings. I
warheads
think.
before.
Maybe
Why
it's
just
possible
this
to get
time?
Foxhound rank if you don't
I heard it was
kill
because this was
anybody
to be a
or
final
kill
test
as few
before the
people as
formal
possible,
adoption of
but
the Metal Gear program.
it doesn't
That's what I
unlock
heard,
anything.
anyway.
I don't think.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after
Like
the
it
revolt
gives
started.
you
Oh,
a number,
yeah.
a
That's
kill
what
number
gave
at the
you the
end, I
detonation
think,
code
but there's no
override
like
keys, right?
special recognition
right.
of it being zero,
Amazing you
as
were
far
able
as
to
I
keep 'em
remember.
hidden from the
I don't think
guards.
it can be
Well,
zero.
women have more hiding places than men. Anyway.
Sorry,
you
I
met
hiccuped.
Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Something
Sounds
funny's
like it,
going on.
But I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time. What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor
There's
of this
a
building that leads to the north.
Reference to Metal
What's the
Gear
security
1
level on the
or
door there?
Metal Gear 2 as well, I
Fine.
think.
But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well,
It's
I've gotta go
interesting.
save the
This is
doctor.
like the
You
first
should
in the
go.
series for a lot of
I'm
people,
going with
but
you.
No way.
there
You're
are
still
two
green.
games
I
before
want
this
you to
one.
hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
When this music
Ever
starts, you know,
since
it's
I was
getting
a little
real.
girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now,
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war,
Damn.
all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
Damn, Snake.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
You're a real bastard.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link
I'll
up
be a
after I
good
grab
girl.
the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
So I see some chat about Sonic Flash games. I had a Game Maker software I downloaded when I was in like secondary school and tried to make like a Sonic RPG. I never got that far into it, and I'm so glad that like I don't think any of it has survived. But the story of it was Sonic gets sent into the future, where like, yeah, of course it has time travel because I love time travel. Yeah, like Sonic gets sent into the future, and it was like he gets sent into like Sonic 13. Yeah, 'cause, like I was a big Sonic fan, so I played like Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and I was like, what if you get sent into the future and it's Sonic 13 and like Eggman has taken over the world?
Like 13 games for him to get.
Well, and he's killed everyone and everyone's dead, and it's like, oh no, all your friends are dead, Sonic. What are you gonna do? You have to find a way to go back to like Sonic 4 so you can save the world. And that was like the plot of my Sonic RPG.
Every Sonic game in between was a little step towards oblivion.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, I don't know what I was planning with the series, but like maybe around like Sonic 10, where the rot would set in, and then like Sonic 11 and 12 would be like the wheels falling off, and like now you're in Sonic 13 and like Eggman's been controlling the world for 3 whole games.
Speaking of Oblivion, that'd be a good stream game.
Ooh, streaming Oblivion would be very fun.
Yeah.
Skeleton of Fun. Oh, you wrote Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces, it's not like got time travel stuff in it, right? It's just that Eggman is like conquering the world and gets Sonic thrown in jail. I loved Sonic Forces so much. I loved making my own like Sonic OC.
Yeah, you're like spandex raccoon that you made.
Only spandex until I unlocked the white tiger stripes, and I was like, yes, my character is like a Siberian tiger. I am an absolute unapologetic Sonic fan. I think it's great.
Yeah, and of the adventure games as well.
I like Sonic Adventure. I love Sonic Adventure 2. I like Sonic Forces. I like Sonic 06.
I like.
I don't care who knows it.
Shadow the Hedgehog's my favorite Sonic
Shadow,
game, of course, because I'm cool.
Yeah, I like Shadow the Hedgehog as well.
Motorcycles.
Yeah, it's edgy and cool. Base AI, I'm just a little surprised. I never really killed anyone in any of these games, so it's a little weird seeing you gunning. Yeah, on MGS1, I feel like it's themically sort of appropriate that Snake
to kill. Yeah.
Snake is a soldier and he's here to do a mission. If someone gets in his way, you just like get rid of him.
Yeah.
And then it means that like Liquid's speech to you later like lands.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, no spoilers or anything, but
2 onwards, when the game becomes more about other things than sort of like the non-violence, then it makes sense to be non-violent. because it is a little bit about that, you know.
Yeah, when Snake is part of an operation called Philanthropy, which is trying to
Yeah.
reduce the amount of like nuclear war and proliferation in the world, it kind of makes sense to.
Although at the same time, Snake just pulls out an M16 in the section that he's in that game. He's just like, "Let's go, buddy."
Yeah, he doesn't go soft on the Arsenal Tengus, does he?
No.
06 had time travel. Eggman taking over the world was forces. I genuinely love 06. I do understand it has its flaws, but I think if it had a year or two in the oven, it would have been the best. Yeah, honestly, I think the only real problem with it is that the game mechanics. Whoops, calling Meryl again.
Snake?
Hi, it's
Hi,
me
Meryl.
again.
So impatient.
Don't be so
Settle down.
impatient.
I need a little more time to get the cargo door open. I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
Okay, sorry. I'm bored.
Just waiting in front of it, like your forehead rested against that cargo door.
Yeah, it's gonna be like.
Knock on it. Maybe don't. It's the guards. I don't know.
And I
They're far
killed
enough
them
away.
all, so.
Well, there's one still in one of the rooms.
There's one in that room over there. It's gonna lie on the floor right in front of it. This is really hard to do in real life.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do this.
Crawl backwards. We're
And like
keeping a low-
turn as well.
keeping a low profile like that. They should mod this game to have Snake slam his skull against the door instead of knocking on it. Yeah, just like throw his head back when he's like up against a wall. Ding, ding, ding. Meryl, do us a solid, would you?
Call her
I'll
again.
call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
Just getting terse with you now. Be like, fucking, alright. I'm trying to get the door open.
I wonder if I have to like. Oh, here we go. Maybe I have to just walk far enough away from it.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Listen,
don't
Snake,
tell on yourself,
the cargo
Snake.
door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get
Good girl
careless.
is
That's when things
military
always turn
parlance.
sour.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You said
but
to be
this
a good
is the
girl.
only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier.
I'll be a
I
good
gotta
girl
get my
for you,
hands dirty.
These guys are
Is that Archon
professionals.
speaking?
You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Raiden speaking. Sin. I am here playing Final Fantasy VIII. That's fine. Final Fantasy VIII is a great game, underrated, and it's crazy that hasn't received any like, remakes or anything.
Where's Final Fantasy VIII Rebirth?
Yeah. Do you have to reload the area? Apparently not. No, it just works. Snake's telling her how to boy mode. So true. Yeah. There's got to be some like fanfics out there. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, get the film.
Yeah.
On them. Gosh.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors.
Snake sees Meryl go and says, "I love to see her go, but I also love to see her walk
But
away."
there are infrared beams coming out of that
Ow.
wall. Touch any one of them,
Snake
and the doors
experiences
will
any
seal off
sexual
and the place will be
attraction.
flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Snake sees Meryl's behind, swinging back and forth, and goes, "I feel nothing about this."
Yeah.
He watches Otacon piss himself in a locker and is like, "My God, I need him." Thermal goggles. Yeah.
Googling. I remember reading that part of the reason there aren't any proper remasters of Final Fantasy VIII is that they literally lost the source code. I mean, Final Fantasy VII, they wrote over the backgrounds, like, you know.
Yeah, the reason why there's not been any like you know, there's like Switch and like PlayStation versions of Final Fantasy VII. The reason why they're not upscaled at all is because they just deleted all the backgrounds after they were done.
Got to make room for Final Fantasy VIII, you know.
Yeah.
We don't have.
It's crazy. Like
we didn't think this game was good enough to maybe invest in a couple of hard drives.
Yeah,
like,
there have been
that.
attempts to like upscale, and it's one of those things where I feel like, you know, they could like probably AI upscale them. Although I think the AI would probably just fuck it up. There's got to be like artists out there who want to redraw all of the backgrounds in like, you know, high definition, and there could be like people who could, you know, update the polygonal models. But honestly, I sort of, you know, again, I have a sort of nostalgic feel for the art of it, the PS1 graphics and what it manages. You know, the not quite knowing what some stuff is because it's kind of blurry and like low definition.
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of charm to that, honestly, because it engages your imagination in the same way reading a book does. You don't know exactly what the characters look like, so your brain sort of fills in the gaps.
I like the characters well enough, even when remastered, when they're just the same old polygons. But I've said enough how I love the PS1 aesthetic, but at the same time, I'm also a huge fan of pre-rendered backgrounds in like all their majesty. Like, I would love for FF7's backgrounds to be like Myst or Riven level quality, you know, rather than
Snake,
how they are.
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there.
There are Claymore mines
Use
around
a mine
there.
detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Okay.
Bastard.
Deep Throat.
Yeah.
The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
One of your fans. One of my only fans.
Holy. How do you know about that?
How do you know about that? So yeah, as long as you crouch, Claymore mines can't kill you, and if you like crawl over them like this, you just collect them. And if you wear the thermal goggles, you know exactly where they are, so they're not a problem. I think if you use the mine detector, your controller just vibrates.
Yeah.
Oh, buried mine show up on screen. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I thought it was just that maybe it's an MGS3 where your controller just vibrates. So he warns you that there's a tank ahead of you waiting to ambush you. He doesn't tell you what you should do with that information, which is honestly like, come on.
Zahurian, I also remember reading somewhere that PS1 era games look worse now because modern screens don't have a blurring effect that CRT TVs had.
Yes.
Definitely true with a lot of games. MGS1 I don't notice it as much, but
it's
like,
definitely true with pixel art. A lot of pixel art was designed to deal with the fact that CRT screens have like a lot of like bleed from like the colors kind of being smudged and smeared out.
And
it's
when
weird that
they
pixel art has
look
become like
worse.
yeah, exactly. It's weird that pixel art has become like an aesthetic when a lot of pixel art that you see now doesn't look like how it would have looked on your screen when you were playing those games. Anyway, yeah, people like complained about Twin Snakes having like Snake doing backflips and stuff. He does it in this game too. Like
also Vulcan Raven, one of the guys of all time. I
Yes.
think in my first playthrough of this, I was like, Vulcan Raven is one of the least interesting Foxhound guys, but now these days I'm like, maybe the most interesting.
The most.
Yeah.
I as a kid I liked Psychomantis the most, and I still kind of do, but like I love Vulcan Raven's whole thing.
Yeah.
So
I
it
probably
doesn't.
like. I mean, Foxhound is like unimpeachable in terms of guys. They're all the best. But as a kid, I probably liked Sniper Wolf the best, whereas now I like Vulcan Raven the best.
Yeah. Oh, Ellie subscribed with Prime for 4 months.
Whoa.
On a 3-month streak. Holy.
That is
Thank
assuming
you, Ellie.
if we don't include Ocelot as a member of Foxhound, which I don't, because he's got his own thing going on.
No, I think he's got his fingers in a lot of pies. So
If you do count as part of Foxhound, then he's my favourite in Foxhound.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They don't tell you how to approach the tank, so if you run out there now, you'll just get shot by its cannon. The thing to do, I think if you call Campbell enough, he does tell you, but
Yeah.
throw a chaff grenade.
On your own head.
On my own head, it's fine. Doesn't do any damage. So now you can close the distance to the tank with ease. I say that. He will still shoot the machine gun at you.
kind of like blind fires at you.
Yeah. And then you need grenade.
Ooh.
Killed one gunner.
Come on.
See how you like this?
See how you like this.
Another guy.
I'm the other guy. Ooh. Oh, that won't land. Oh!
It's fine.
Walk with a held grenade. Oh, okay.
Well,
apparently you
no
can't
go.
hold them for so long.
Not like, I guess you'd let the pin
Oh,
go.
shit.
Oh. Let the handle go out of it.
If you don't know what you're doing, this boss fight can be one of the hardest.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Snake's built different. He can be steamrolled by a tank and survive. He can be also shot by like a helicopter missile.
Oh, I'm
and
dead.
survive. But a single grenade next to him, that's too much.
Well, get used to seeing this screen.
Yeah.
We're probably going to see it a few times.
Oh yeah. They didn't do the iconic snake, just a single.
Snake! Snake!
Oh,
with-
mine's back.
Yeah. So,
Snake,
throat, blah, blah, blah.
be careful. There are claymore mines around there.
You.
so in subsequent games, there's a quick skip button for the codec calls. Not in this one. Shame.
I thought I found a quick skip kind of annoying because sometimes when I wanted to skip a couple of lines, I'd be like, no, now it's the whole thing's in skip mode and I can't listen to it anymore.
You can't like re-enter just regular.
Like at that point,
listening to
the button might as well just skip the whole conversation rather than just put you in this mode where you're just like read.
Right. Quick ration. Chaff. There it is. I think if we just keep chaff grenades active, we might be able to... Whoa.
Stand on the spot.
Certainly the turret doesn't know what it's doing.
Yeah.
Oh. So if it gets too far away from you,
Yeah,
it
you
starts
can
engaging the
cannon you.
turret. Oh.
Oh. Asshole.
Right, well there's my ration gone.
Owned.
There he is. I think he's gonna try and use the turret on me.
Put that down anyway, pal.
Ah, come on. It's so hard to like...
Let's figure out some more grenades.
Yeah.
In fact,
The only problem with the jamming is... Oh shit. Fuck. It also disables your own radar.
nice. Put a ration on.
I have no rations. Yeah.
I have no ration.
See how you like this?
I don't like it that much actually. But
Come
I
on.
think you're
I
dead.
should roll in. Nope.
Shit. Well.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Right, Mines.
There are Claymore mines here, by the way.
Deep throat.
Deep throat. What? I mean, I don't need to pick all these up because I'm not actually going to use Claymore mines. They feel like a game mechanic that's like fun to play around with on subsequent playthroughs, but like they're so not useful your first time through the game. Like their reliability as well. Once you put them down, you're as likely to die. Turns out sending one guy against a tank was a bad idea. Well,
so there's no rations in like the side corridors here. I just want to remember one of them having
there
a
might
ration.
be.
There.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's still mine.
Claymore.
Chaps with big out lasers on the Claymore.
Yeah, you'd think it would, right? That's got him.
Textbook.
Excellent. Right. If you know what you're doing, you can get them super fast.
See how you like this?
This can be an extremely easy boss fight if you know what you're doing, and you get lucky with it. Oh, shit. That's Ah! You need to like throw it from the side of the tank, basically.
Yeah.
Like here. There we go. That.
That'll damage him, not finish him. Still.
Yeah.
I should get
Surely.
Nice.
There we go.
Textbook. First try. Oh, the controller vibration's going crazy. He was just a man like me.
I mean, the thing is, like, you can have passed this boss fight having seen Raven inside the tank. And he's just like...
I'm so happy you got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon, much like
I mean, did you see him scarf down that ration?
Yeah. Got run over by a tank, no problem.
I will kill him.
So, General Ivan,
Big smile on Vulcan
I
Raven.
will shook your hand as well.
Loving every minute of it, you know, of this operation.
And I'm loving every minute of it,
Language of
Jerry.
the Sioux people. Sioux means snake.
Am I wrong to say Liquid has an attractive voice? Cam Clark has an incredibly sexy voice.
Yeah. I love that Cam Clark in video games has two voices. It's either Liquid Snake or it's Mobius from Fallout New Vegas. That's sort of like scientist, like Mobius.
Yeah. Ocelot also has a very sexy voice.
Yes.
The
raven on my head.
The thing you need to watch on YouTube, there's a video of Cam Clark like doing Liquid Snake, like reacting to Florida Man stories, as though he's like trying to one up Florida Man. And there's also trophy. There's also Cam Clark doing the
Taco Bell, like
meeting Snake in a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But like the Florida Man one is great because he's like, Florida Man coats woman in pancake batter. I've put worse things on than pancake batter on women. I can't quite say what they are, but
can't say it on broadcast
television, but she got some here and she got some here. But yeah, that's a good video to watch. I mean, that part's good. The rest of it's sort of like meh. Like once you've heard the Florida Man joke, you're sort of like you're over it. But the Taco Bell thing is good as well.
Stick it.
You can stick it in the microwave. So they're about to tell me that my weapons are no use.
Which is honestly fucked up of them.
You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see?
So the thing about nuclear warheads is they don't work that way. Like,
Yeah, they don't blow up if they get shot by a gun. I mean, they can. They are like special form sources, so they're pretty secure. But I guess maybe if you shot the source directly with a gun, it might leak a little. But
but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I
they're
do.
just treating nuclear missiles like red barrels in video games.
like a
if
bomb
you
with
shoot...
a fuse coming out of it.
Detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear
Yeah,
of
the
an
guards can
explosion.
use their
But if the
guns.
warheads are
Sin
broken,
just
it
pointed
might
out.
be plutonium, and that would be
They
a
might leak
serious
plutonium, but this is
problem.
like the least of Snake's problems. Like,
Never use a weapon on that floor.
there's more risk of Snake getting shot than there is of him getting radiation poisoning. You know, like.
Yeah. Huh? What was that noise? Just distracted. Oh shit. I'm not gonna go get
Christopher
those.
Randolph, who does he voice?
Christopher Randolph is
Colonel or something?
no, I think he's Vamp
Really?
in
Queen.
2. I might be wrong on that though. I saw a video of David Hayter, Quentin Flynn, and Christopher Randolph all saying they
he's
support
Otacon.
trans.
Right, okay.
Oh, right.
I mix
okay.
him up with Quentin Flynn all the time, but yeah.
Randolph is Otacon. Yeah, okay. I must be getting confused because there's someone with a very similar name who's like voices Vamp and also the military general in 2.
Did that I Have a Daughter guy.
Yeah, but they're all saying trans rights in their MGS voices, and that made me extremely happy. Yeah, that's nice. Why does Quentin Flynn play white-haired futuristic twinks? You'll also voice Silver and Sonic.
You just got one of those voices, you know.
Yeah.
Quentin Flynn is not, you know, maybe typecast, but he doesn't seem the kind of guy who's played like a rugged, manly man, you know.
Yeah. Now you're just being nasty.
And if you're making a twink, they might as well be like white-haired and evil, you know. What's the point?
The best kind of twink.
Yeah.
Shit. This is not what I wanted to happen. Fuck. Yeah, now
Vampires
the
fill
place
them
fills
up.
with gas and we die. So the thing is, like, kill me. If you press square to like strangle someone, and you're holding the stick in a direction, you throw them.
Yeah.
Whereas like you want to push it in neutral, and then like it
Get our rations.
yeah. Ugh. I mean, I'd be as well just not killing that guy, to be honest. Marine commander is called Scott Dolph. That's it.
I Have a Daughter.
Named after Scott Dolph, who worked with Kojima. That's the one. So that's what I'm getting confused with. I Have a Daughter. See ya.
Still voiced by Flynn in Metal Gear Rising. He's just able to put it on a bit more of a rugged Raiden. Still kind of twinky, but a bit more rugged for Raiden.
Yeah, he's tried to do a bit more of a growl. But honest, like I've said it before, I am not in love with what they did with Raiden's character in Metal Gear Rising.
No,
but I
me
like
neither.
his character. I think it's a cool thing. It just doesn't feel like Raiden to me.
I mean, I'm not totally in love with what they did with him in 4, but I've kind of accepted it.
Do like what they did with him in 4, except for the fact they made him heterosexual. Canonically, I think that is...
Well, yeah, I mean, 2 was already doing work towards that. It made him have a kid, which I'm fully
yeah,
against.
yeah.
But in 4, I don't know. In my perfect MGS, like, Raiden would never be touched again because the way that we're allowed to spoil MGS2, right? So, oh, who's this? The way MGS2 ends, it's like I feel like Raiden should never be a character in these games again. But if they had to have him be a character, I kind of like how MGS4 goes.
Yeah, I like that. He is someone who has continued to try and follow in the in the footsteps of Snake. The foot snakes. You can tell I'm getting a bit drunk.
Yeah. He's kind of relapsed into the lifestyle.
Yeah, and it's turned him into a living weapon.
Yeah.
He's like surpassed Snake in terms of his like ability to kill, and doesn't seem like he's particularly happy for it.
Snake, watch out! That place is filled with gas.
No shit.
Also, the floor is electrified.
Also, the floor is electrified.
Destroy the high voltage
Again, if we had the blood pump sound effect.
On the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach
Vine
it.
boom.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Right, so we need to get a Nikita. Do I have to call Campbell about that?
Colonel, I got a codec call from someone outside this operation.
I know. We were monitoring the call. Maitland
I mean, we
knows
could have
everything
called him about
the
this
communication system, so
mine.
let me have her explain it to you.
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top
Oh yeah,
secret
you
information.
inadvertently spoiled MGS4 there by mentioning how Raiden's character is used.
That's the
It's
only
not immediately
explanation
obvious
I
Raiden's
can
in
think
MGS4.
Mainly.
Damn, so sorry.
Your drunkenness.
Sorry,
Yeah, my
the radio
drunkenness.
waves were too weak to locate their source, but I'm sure he's near you, somewhere on the base.
For the time being,
I mean,
trust what Deep Throat
you meet
told us.
Raiden,
Use a remote-controlled
I think, at
missile
the
to destroy
end
the
of chapter
switchboard
1
in the northwest
of the
section
game.
of the
Yeah.
Warhead Storage Building's second
But
floor
still,
basement.
Yeah,
should
still,
try
it's
it. We shouldn't
something
neglect to
that's
mention it any
Control
further.
missile doesn't get shot down by those gun cameras.
Okay. Pinch myself as penance. Can you tell me, Campbell, how to get a Nikita?
For the time being, let's trust what Deep Throat told us. Use a remote-controlled missile to destroy the switchboard in the northwest section
time to go
of the
all
Warhead
the way
Storage
back,
Building's
right?
second
Yeah.
floor basement. Make sure your remote-controlled missile doesn't get shot down by those gun cameras.
Back when, you know, to make games longer, they had to make you go, alright, go back.
Yeah.
Go back and do the other bit again.
Right, there's nothing we can do on B1 at the moment.
I don't think we can get anything that would help us at least.
No.
But yeah, Metal Gear Rising Raiden, I'm not totally in love with how, he is in that game. It's kind of
I mean,
fun
like,
and campy, but it's like you could have just done another character.
Yeah, if you played MGR, then you kind of know that like Raiden
does
clearly
not
does not renounce war.
Yeah.
I think MGS4 does like something much more poignant with his character. I mean, MGR isn't even trying to do something kind of poignant and meaningful with Raiden. It's it's trying
it turns
to be
him into like a samurai movie character.
exactly.
My sword is a tool of justice, etc., etc.
My tool is a sword of justice. Right, let's have the mine detector on, just in case. I think there are also gun cameras here at some point later.
Yeah, fucking gun cameras. It's the way it is the basement floor of the building we're going to.
Yeah, we've got the
level
level 3
3
card from the tank, so we can now go and get more stuff from there. But yeah, this is like, I think an attempt to wring more sort of like value out of the assets of the game. Yeah, don't forget the lasers.
This is something that always catches me whenever I come through this bit. I'm just like, the fucking lasers and die.
Yeah. What the?
Snake should just run forward here rather than going, what just happened?
Yeah. I thought I got through that.
I think you ran a little bit further forward than you ought to have been caught by the last one.
Well, guess I'll die.
I don't think you can get an Nikita and build it. I thought you have to. It's one of the.
I'll smoke to make it go faster. No, I think the only place you can get a Nikita is the weapon storage, and you have to go back there again later. I don't want more spoilers for 4, but I will say that Raiden honestly seemed less done with fighting at the end of 2 than Snake did at the end of 1. Thought he may come back before Rising. I just wanted to. I mean, it's not necessarily that he's done with fighting. I mean, that is true. He's done with like taking orders at the end of 2.
He's done with being a tool.
A tool of the government. Yeah.
In fact, like, he's not done with fighting, but he's done. Yeah, he wants to live his own life and fight his own battles, essentially.
Yeah. Right. There we go.
Nice.
I'm gonna watch that back on this like stream VOD like tomorrow or something and realize like you were fucking right in the laser there. You're drunk as a skunk.
That guy just be like, oh,
he's just like, oh, the guy in the elevator there. See, this is like the weapons storage facility, so I'm pretty sure this is the only place you can get a Nikita. Like, this is where you get the Nikita and the another weapon later on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming most people.
I mean, it's also not bad people spoiled to say that there is a sniper in this game.
Yeah, there's a
like,
sniper
it's
rifle
not
later
like,
on.
oh, you spoiled the plot for me. This sniper.
Oh no, I didn't know there was a sniper rifle in this game. Now I do. More C4, sure. Never have too much of that. Where's that guy going? Nikita launcher, there we go. Good bit of backtracking there.
Very nice, very well done.
Yeah. The Therm-Gs.
That's fair enough. I'm very Skull-Ton of Fun. I'm very like not spoiler resistant, but spoiler like ambivalent these days. That if someone gets spoiled for me, I'm still like, well, I'll still enjoy it to experience it myself.
Yeah.
And that there's not many things apart from like new games these days that I've not already been spoiled on. And I'm kind of just like, well, that's just reality.
Yeah, there's some things that I feel like...
Not to use this as an excuse to spoil you on further MGS games. We will try to be good and not spoil you on them.
Yeah, we're not gonna like. Yeah, we'll fully respect. Yeah, if someone says to me, "I don't want to be spoiled on this,"
yeah, you gotta respect that.
I do respect that. I think there's a few things in games which I think are best experienced for the first time and best best gone in. You go in like not knowing not already kind of understanding what's going on. But there is a lot of games and things I enjoy where I'm like, another ration. I'm like, knowing in advance doesn't necessarily diminish the effect of it. I think some like story stuff in these games probably is, although it's almost impossible. We're already talking about the character Raiden. Yeah. Anyone who hasn't played any of these games has no idea who we're talking about.
I think like pretty much anyone, if we got to choose spoilers or no spoilers, we go, well, no spoilers, obviously. Yeah. But the fact is that we have been spoiled on many things, and we don't just go, this is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
And now we can never like. There's a lot of people that are so like spoiler resistant that they're just like, if I've been spoiled on something, I might as well not bother with it anymore. And
Yeah.
It's like, well, no. There's always something new to gain by you know, experiencing something yourself, even if you know some things that are going to happen in it.
Yeah, even if
You'll
like,
always find something new that was interesting.
even if you've seen, for example, a streamer play a game through, there's, you know, it can still be worth going and experiencing it for yourself. And I would encourage everyone to go and play the Metal Gear Solid games themselves.
Like I definitely,
Me too.
before playing MGS, the MGS3 was the first Metal Gear Solid game I played, and I definitely watched people playing some of it on YouTube before I ever played it, and it was still, you know, enjoyed it a very large amount. But yeah, again, not to sort of diminish people's personal
Yeah.
experiences for those. I was always terrible at the Nikita sections. It's too fiddly.
There we go.
First try.
Pure muscle memory.
To a pro like you. Trying to refill on that O2 before.
I do, yeah. Now I also want to get the chaff grenades out. I don't think it matters too much, but in one of these rooms...
Can you get a breathing vest yet, or?
I think you can. There you go, gas mask. But just like... your oxygen depletion is like really slow whilst you've got the gas mask on. It still does deplete, but much slower. And you get to look really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, also, look, when you're wearing the gas mask.
It's like wearing a pumpkin in Minecraft.
Yeah. This scene freaked me out when I was a kid. I was, honestly, this, like, you know, I was scared to go to sleep that night because I was like, this is horrific.
What if a cyborg ninja gets me?
Yeah. Good to see a bit of it there.
Holy.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
You can tell from this distance how much of a pro Snake is.
It's like they were cut by some kind of blade, as opposed to like cut by a
Like
golf
a
club.
butter knife. It's like some kind of blade.
Yeah,
Some kind.
some kind of blade.
I mean, the one at the end looks like it got thrown into the wall, but
Yeah, honestly.
let me persist in gay delusions as long as I can. I mean, we that's our bread and butter. We're permanently in gay delusions. Snake is gay. Oscon's gay.
Snake is gay.
Raiden's
Oscon's gay. Yeah, Raiden's gay, but he doesn't know it.
Grey Fox is gay, obviously.
Very. You have to be gay to like hold your sword in a reverse grip like that.
Like Starkiller. Starkiller's gay.
Starkiller's gay.
Willem's still alive too. Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah.
What, are you gonna suck him off for his trouble? Like. I think Skeleton told me how Snake was gay for Otacon in 2, and he was straight from LN1. There's never been like a moment in a game that I stood up like and was like yes more than the like Snake and Otacon's handshake in 2.
Yeah.
To me that is like the fucking pinnacle of storytelling in any game.
There you go, just Otacon pissed himself.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
You're that ninja.
You're that ninja.
Waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese
It'd be a pretty good
enemies.
soundboard bit, just that what's with these guys.
What's
You
with
could
these
say that
guys?
at so many points.
I
in
need to get a
MGS.
streamer
What's
soundboard.
with these guys?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge.
Police knots.
Fight to the
There you
Put
go.
his notes in the background, yeah.
Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference.
Have
We
fun.
can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
He needs
I
that man.
need that man.
You know what I'm saying?
Truer words never spoken.
Make me feel it. Make me feel it.
Have you ever played the Metal Gear, like in Metal Gear 1 and 2?
I haven't, no.
I
I've
also, they were
seen
on
bits of them.
They were on the HD collection as part of MGS3, I remember, but
Yeah.
I never got around to it. I think once you play Metal Gear 2, you come to realise that a lot of what you thought was incredible in MGS1 was already done in Metal Gear 2, but
So if you try and shoot him, he like mocks you.
yeah, he's
But
like,
yeah, you punch him. It's only a
Fucking-
fool trusts his life to a weapon. It's like,
say,
you were using
get
a
your-
sword,
get
man.
your fists out. Now he's all kicks though.
Both like whiffing.
Is in this version, is it the MSX that you found on the table? Or,
We're gonna find out.
yeah. What is that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
MSX.
Oh!
Oh.
Sorry. Distracted.
Kicked for my troubles. Oh. Oh my god. The hitboxes on his jumping kicks are so janky.
You can do this fight differently, right? Like, stun grenade ribbons or like captain ribbons or something,
I
right?
think so. But I
But
just
this
punch
is
him.
the way to do it, I think. It's
Yeah, this is
easier, I think, and it is
also
kind of more themically-
respectful of
yeah.
his, like, we will fight as warriors. Oh, well, there's one ration down.
Skeleton of fun. When I kicked Fox's ass through the glass in 2024, I whole ass was like, this is the future of gaming. It's true. Chaff grenades work. Yes, chaff grenades stop him entirely. But, you know, Bushido.
Yeah, I want to fight him like a warrior. Ooh!
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch me.
So now he starts being a bit of a cheeky bastard.
What happened to Bushido, man?
Yeah. He just goes hot and hides though.
I'm here, Snake.
If you don't find him, he comes and like tracks you down. There
Like
we go.
that. Yeah.
There he is.
Skeleton of fun. I felt bad using chaff grenades. I literally the same just to fist fight him. Yeah, and as you should. Grey Fox deserves the respect of a fist fight, despite him being like a ninja.
Oh come
Oh,
on!
he didn't have the. Oh yeah, I guess the goggles. Well, shit. One kick did like a 30 health.
Yeah. Oh, back here, come on.
Now, make me feel it.
Make me feel it.
Feel alive again.
So he can deflect bullets with his sword as well. So there's no point trying to shoot him at the moment.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors.
Snake's description of their fight in MGS2 is a lot more hardcore than reality. Yeah, I mean, when you look at it this way, it's like pretty silly. Come on. The hitbox on that is so jank. Oh. If you want to be super safe, you can wait for him to do his jumping attack. Come on. Oh, come on. So the attack he does where he jumps from above. That one. That one's quite safe to approach him and attack him. Oh. He's gonna get me. Oh, come on. So that has like an AoE on it as well.
Yeah.
That's good, Snake.
That's good, Snake.
Hurry up and catch me.
Right, I didn't actually see where he went. Oh, come on.
I'm here, Snake.
Oh, there he is. You can use directional, like, sounds to like, figure out where he is.
Hurry up and catch me. Like old times. I've been waiting for this pain.
I've been waiting for this pain. Oh, damn! Yeah, that's when he starts teleporting. And, like, you can bait him into...
Look at him stomping on your fucking dick there. Just, rub it in.
Nothing personal, kid. Yeah. So that if you know if you remember that he's gonna do that, you can bait him into, like, you can attack him once, he teleports behind you, you just run forward a little bit, and then you can like whiff punish him. But
That's good, Snake. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
a weapon. like bait him into doing his jump. There we go. I can get him to like leap over this. There we go. Exploit detected. Jump over. He won't do it. He knows. Come on, man. There you go. Oh. He doesn't always go to the same place.
I'm here, Snake.
Where's he? Right, switch to ration. Just in time. He says hurry up, but like, you're either close enough to him or you're not.
Yeah.
Like old times.
I've been waiting for this pain.
Yeah, so here's where we're gonna start juking him. This phase is actually easier. I remember that punch!
Do you remember, Snake? The feel of battle. The clashing of bone and sinew.
Yeah, this phase is honestly easier than his other phases. I see some chat, but I will finish this boss fight before I try and read it. Hurt me more! There we go.
Alright, get
Now,
away.
this
get away.
part is very hard. Yeah. Okay, that.
Still took damage over there.
This is the hardest part because he just flips out and like teleports everywhere.
Can't hurt you when you're doing this shit, mate. Just lie down, not fucking stomp your
I
balls
think
or
maybe I
something.
do need to go and punch him actually.
Oh yeah, punch him out of it.
Oh! Yeah, so it says, he's out of health, but actually you need to go and hit him a few more
Do
times.
you remember me now?
I mean, he's also just
Can't
fine.
be.
He's like, that felt good. Anyway.
You were killed in Zanzibar.
Sometimes I wonder if these voice actors really realise if their most listened to performance are exclusively grunting in pain noises. They're probably proud of it too. That was a good grunt. You can just use a gun at this last part. I did not know that. So
It makes sense, I guess.
yeah, I guess so. He's not like got his sword out to defend anymore. I wonder if you can actually just use a gun after he puts his sword away. I wonder if he pulls his sword back out again.
Is it over?
So Skeleton are fun. I remember being shocked by how much HP you start with in MGS2, but playing that game for 13 hours, MGS1 looks like it starts with almost no health. Yeah, I think you start off with no health. It's because you're supposed to internalize the idea that if you're discovered, you die.
No doubt about it.
But it gives you more health later because the boss fights get harder.
He died in Zanzibar.
No.
Obviously, it's like kind of completely meaningless if you didn't play Metal Gear 1 and 2, which isn't most people that
before
may
I
play
joined
Yeah.
MGS1.
medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark.
Yes, he started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes, but they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton
Keep
and
up,
kept him
Colonel.
drugged for
They
4
revived
years while
him.
they
Duh.
experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's
Skeleton are
confidential
fun. You
information.
get upgrades after each
Is
boss.
that the only
Yes,
reason?
but I don't think your HP increases in MGS2.
What happened to Gray Fox?
Yeah, they just
after
kind of
that?
expected you to like get on board with the
record says he
idea that
died
you're
in
not
the
supposed to be
explosion.
detected, even if you
see.
can
But
technically
even if that
like
meant he
shoot
is
your way
Gray
Well,
out.
Fox,
MGS2 did
the
currently the fact
question
that
is, why?
enemies, like,
From what I could
are,
tell,
like enemy
he
sided,
didn't know who
and then
he
they're
was.
constantly they
Are you
have their
saying
like
that he's
attack
just a
teams that
mindless
come in
robot?
that are
Yeah.
harder than their
I'm
regular
not
ones.
sure.
Yeah,
Seems intent
so
on
you're
fighting
not
me to the
supposed to
death.
shoot your way out of
We'll
stuff.
meet again.
Yeah.
I know it.
So you'll fight again until you kill him.
MGS2 is all about grip
True.
level. Yeah, you can
gotta
level up
that
your
you
grip.
know.
But maybe that's what he
Pull ups
wants.
off the side of Big
Get
Shell.
you unlock a ginger wig for Raiden.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
I like at the end of MGS, well, near the end of MGS2, when
no.
Raiden and Snake are in
I
the
always work alone.
same scene together, and Snake's health bar is longer than Raiden's.
Get out. We can't stay here forever.
Infinite ammo.
Your uniform
Again, the
is different
cunty
from
like
theirs.
little hip grab.
You're
Yeah?
the Metal Gear chief engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
I'd like to know you.
So you're here to rescue me.
Sorry.
Christopher Fritz,
Yeah,
he's
working
credited
name rather than
as.
Randall.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at least you're not one of them.
Doing that stanky walk
are
when
you
one's
hurt?
pissed themselves.
I think he also
I'm
sprained
okay.
his ankle.
I just twisted my ankle a
Otacon
little
has a
bit
spare
trying to
pair
get
of
away.
like trousers
That's
for
all.
the rest of the
Nothing
mission.
to worry
Obviously, walk
about.
around in his pissed pants for the rest of the
I want to ask you something.
operation.
I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal
I
Gear?
don't know. How
Yeah.
freaky do you think Otacon
What's
is?
Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile
It's a
TMD.
cold business
It's
pissing
designed to
yourself in
shoot down
Alaska.
nuclear
True.
missiles, only for defensive purposes,
Might
of
freeze.
course.
Freeze into your pants.
I already know that Metal Gear
Liar.
is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Walking death
Nuclear?
movie.
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile.
mean-
You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was
I mean,
to test Metal Gear's nuclear
Otacon,
launch
to get to
capability
this
using a dummy
room,
nuclear
you have to
warhead.
take an
The
elevator
terrorists
through
are
a
just
nuclear
continuing what
missile
you
storage
started.
facility.
Unrelated.
No, you're
They're just
wrong.
keeping them
I heard
safe.
directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you
MGS2
really
feels
know.
more punishing to get caught because, yeah,
No.
like the caution
All
phase.
the armament was built
after
by
you
a separate
get
department,
detected.
and the president
I
personally
feel it's almost
supervised the
impossible to
final
escape
assembly
caution
of the
phase
main
in
unit.
MGS2, whereas in this it's quite easy.
President
Yeah.
Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
Time for some police notes footage.
Yeah,
Railgun, you said.
Yeah.
in a bit. I
It
think.
uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between ArmsTech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
That's crazy, man. Again, upstairs, my man.
Yeah.
That's not all I think.
Get in the fucking
Metal Gear
elevator.
fired only
Look at this
standard
cunty
nuclear
stance
missiles,
Snake
the
is
mission
in.
already has the practical data they need.
Leg
Yes.
crossed.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon.
Again, there's many clues here,
They were using
Otacon.
Nova and NIF laser
Oh, well, they
nuclear
were
fusion
working on that
testing
nuclear
equipment and
weapon, so,
supercomputers.
Yeah.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
Well, one of them got trashed.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn. Damn. I'm such a fool. It's all my fault.
Having this Oppenheimer moment.
Yeah. I mean, we like to learn this
Truth
is
is,
not... You should be like, well, my dad
my
went through this as well,
grandfather
so...
was the
Yeah.
Manhattan Project.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
spoilers.
He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life.
My dad is
And my
Oppenheimer.
father?
My granddad is Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
He was born on August 6th, 1945.
Kind of unrelated, but sure.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb.
So he's at fault for that one.
God's got a sense of humor, all right.
God's got a sense of humor, alright.
3 generations of Emmerich men.
Again, he's kind of
must have
like
the curse of
buried the
nuclear
lead on the
weapons
second
in their
generation there, being
DNA.
like, well, he was born on the same day, so he's involved.
Yeah.
I used to think that I could use science to help mankind. But the one that wound up getting used was me.
Damn.
Using
Getting
science
used,
to help
huh?
mankind. It's just in the
Ellie, when
movies.
do we get Otacon's Barbie moment?
That's enough crying. Pull
Well,
yourself together.
Yeah,
Where is
Snake's
Metal
right
Gear?
now telling him you're
Where on this
Kenner.
base are they
Yeah.
keeping it?
Sort your energy out.
Rex is in the underground maintenance base,
Where's that?
north of the communications tower.
It's
but
underground,
It's a long way
Snake.
there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base
Yeah.
control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex.
God forbid. It's a cool robot.
Oh no.
I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I just need to get
I
brain.
created Rex.
I need
It's my
brain
right-
from you,
my duty to
Otacon.
destroy him.
Sheesh.
Try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by
Lewd
codec.
streamer, lewd
Supposed to
streamer.
escape from an island.
Okay.
So what?
Okay.
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this.
Can I have that?
Stealth technology is the ninja.
I think I
Foxhound was going to use
get
them.
more use
benefit
out of that
from
than
that.
you would. Oh, God.
Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Octagon, nice.
Octagon, hey! There we go.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
Otacon.
That's a relief.
I need
I
brain.
want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no!
Rare
Damn,
profile, Meryl.
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
Oh, she's green, alright. Did I tell you she's a rookie?
She's got rookie's eyes. Beautiful eyes.
A disguise?
Lose yourself.
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
Oh,
You
man.
really
Not paying attention
Well,
to
she's
this
got
kind
a
of
Oh,
thing.
Snake's giving him a hard time. You were really looking. Like, come on, Snake.
So are you.
If she's
Don't
disguised
pretend
as
you
the
didn't
enemy,
notice.
you'll have
She's
to
got a
contact her
rookie's
herself.
ass.
There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Wow.
Where's that?
Don't be
Downstairs
so
neighbors
time?
sneezing. Shut up in there, will ya?
Is that 10 to midnight sneeze, bro?
Yeah,
Here,
10
use
to
the
midnight
security
starts
card.
sneezing like a machine gun.
It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you? You feel okay? Nothing bothering
Getting
you?
Like,
real
move
close.
in there. He did a little
Yeah.
slide in.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else
strange.
I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
Japanimation.
Uh-huh.
That's what they
Japan
called
was
it in the
first country
90s.
to successfully make bipedal robots.
From
They're
all those
still the
animated
best in the
ones.
field of robotics.
Yeah, here's your police notes
There we
footage.
go.
Japanese
There we
cartoons played some
go.
part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science.
Japanese
until
cartoons played some part in that. They did.
what all
They wanted to
scientists
make
say.
I became
anime
a
real.
scientist because
Also,
I wanted to make
yeah.
robots like
these,
the ones in the Japanese animes. Really?
these mechs look exactly like the Phantoma
sounds like
that
a
are in
childish
Zone of the
excuse to
Enders 2, the second runner. There you go. The LEVs used by
have to
the
take
United Nations
responsibility.
Space Force.
Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass
I will
destruction
play
were
Zone of the
created
Enders
by
on stream at some
scientists who
point,
wanted to be
because
famous.
Kojima's
That's all
other
over
series.
now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want is information.
Sure. I know
Off
everything
comes
about
something
this whole
very
base.
interesting.
Ask me
Whatever.
anything about
Too,
Rex or about this
too
place.
cerebral for me.
Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you.
If you want snacks or...
I'm on frequency 141.12.
I can bring you snacks.
See you later.
He says that. I imagine that was maybe like going to be some kind of game mechanic where you could like call Otacon up to bring you like more stuff, but it's not how it works.
It brings you ketchup at a certain point. It's Otacon's idea of a snack, a bottle of ketchup.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna pause and go to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
So 2-minute piss break for
We
me.
are at our 2 hours and 54. So
2 hours
we won't go
54.
that
We
much.
could go for another half hour. I think there's a little
I mean,
bit
with
more.
MGS, I could go forever. I could go all night, you know.
Yeah, it's honestly so much fun. But yeah, we'll maybe go for another half hour after this.
All right.
But yeah, keep the chat entertained.
what's next?
Snake is just going to call Otacon while laying down in bed, twirling the phone cord around his finger like he's in a 90s sitcom. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly how I envision their relationship.
Tell me more about this Japanimation.
Tell me more about Japanimation.
Yeah.
I don't think I... Oh, no, I did pick it up. I can't remember where I picked it up.
Must have been in the weapon storage when we were getting in Nikita, right?
Possibly. Yeah, can run around with a machine gun now like a cool dude.
M762s. Pineapples. Yeah, I remember all this.
These? Well, that guy's expired now. Remember this guy was like quivering before? Ripsy.
The Psycho Mantis next, right?
Yes. And we actually might be able to do the Psycho Mantis fight.
Yeah, probably. We need to find Meryl and then exit through the...
In the words of David Hayter, right, squeeze my hog. Shit. I don't think there's anything worth having in...
I think you come back later, but...
No, in those
Yeah, the ones around there. You get like chaff grenades and brashes, I think.
Yeah, they just like replenish stuff that you spend going in there in the first place.
There's no like unique like things like gas mask or...
No, I don't think so. Punch.
We can always come back and check when we go do the big backtrack for the sniper for the Dragunov. There's body armor. Are you sure? I thought body armor was on the like hot cold card key bit.
Well, let's go grab it just in case.
Alright.
Yeah, I thought the body armor was in the I
thought it was like in the lava room. In the key card section.
Got my gas mask on. Like, that's level 1. There's nothing in there. That's level 4, so we probably haven't been in here yet.
Yeah. We don't. Oh. Yeah.
Stun grenade. Stun grenade.
It moves if you don't pick it up. Oh, really?
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Chaff. Which one is it in? I wonder. Right.
Oh, can't open that. Might not have the card key for it yet.
Yeah, it might be the level 5 card, unless it's here. Night vision goggles.
Worse thermals.
Yeah.
Anything up there?
I don't think so. Oh, we're about to start dying.
Yeah. Might have been our death knell to do this.
Yeah.
Right, just run south, I guess. Cross that lock run. It might be like a level 6 card key thing.
Yeah, maybe. I think we'll just make it back.
Or we didn't take any damage at least.
Oh well. So now we need to find which of these guards has a funny walk.
Has a dump truck ass.
Oh, I wonder who it could be. Cardboard box B. Can't Don't actually want to be detected just yet. You're making this real difficult for me, Meryl. Look at these camera angles.
Body armor is in a room near Otacon lab but requires a level 6 card key. However, this is if you've got the thermal goggles earlier in the tank hangar. If you didn't, then the thermal goggles are there, and the body armor is in the blast furnace instead. So, yeah, once you get a level 6 card key, go back there. And
Right.
the body armor will be there since we did get the thermal goggles, so... Interesting. I've only ever known it to be in the blast furnace, so...
That guy's going to the bathroom.
Doing that funky walk.
Yeah. Right.
Try and beat it to get the secret cutscene. Quick,
Yeah.
quick. We'll get it. Surely.
For sure.
Which one is it, though?
Don't move.
Nice.
So if you run in here fast
We
enough...
get the perverts cutscene.
The pervert cutscene. Why Meryl hasn't finished changing
That's
clothes
the second
yet.
time I've been able to sneak up on the legendary Solid Snake.
You're Meryl? There's no way you could pass for a man. for
Dirty
long.
bastard.
There's no way you could pass for a
Hey,
man.
men aren't allowed in here.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake. Besides, it's a waste of time. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
Damn smart.
Sam!
Sam!
You hurt?
Not yet.
Same.
After all, I was disguised as a genome.
Samesies.
They gave me that
Why'd you change?
psychotherapy, you know.
You'd be a lot better off dressed like one of them.
I got tired of disguising myself.
Yeah, if you leave it long enough, she's wearing
Truth
pants
is,
in the
Yeah,
scene.
she's wearing her
uniform
cargos.
smelled like blood.
She like there's a scene
that mark?
there's like a scene cut like a
Oh,
scene
this?
transition at the end
It's
of
a paint
this
tattoo. It's
where
not
you'll
real.
hear
I
a
was
zip
fan of
noise.
Foxhound way
That
back.
just noise isn't
Guys
in
like you
there
and my uncle.
if you didn't
None of
make it
that
in here
gene
because she's already
therapy
wearing
like
her
there is
pants.
today. You guys were real
Army
heroes.
enforced
There are no
homosexuality.
heroes in war.
Well, it's
Only
army enforced
heroes on war.
heterosexuality. They destroy
Dead
your
or
interest in
prison.
men.
One or the
Yeah,
other.
it's not
Because
like...
they do it to women as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Man who's good at what he
They thought
does,
she was a man,
killing.
so...
There's no winning or losing for a mercenary. The only winners in war are the people.
That's right, and you fight for the people.
I've never fought for anyone but myself. I've got no purpose in life, no ultimate goal.
Snake is such
Come
a
on.
doomer in this
It's only when I'm
scene.
shooting
Yeah.
death on the battlefield. The only time I feel truly alive.
Seeing other people die makes you feel alive, huh? You love war and don't want it to stop? Is it the same with all great soldiers throughout history?
Time
Why
to give
didn't you
Meryl
contact
a
me?
reality
My
check
coach
Look
about
at him putting his hand on his hip.
soldiers. Yeah.
Why'd you
Just be happy
contact
we met
me?
up like this? How did you recognize me in disguise?
I never forget a lady.
Ellie,
So
so
there's
she's
something you
interested
like
in
about
women
me,
then.
huh?
Well,
Yeah, you've got a great butt.
maybe there's still
Oh,
something
I
about
see.
liquid
First
poop.
it's my eyes, now
Maybe
it's my
liquid
butt.
poop is trans.
Oh, what's
Could
next?
be, yeah.
On the battlefield, you never think about what's next.
New fan theory.
I love that comment by Snake. First my eyes, then it's my butt. What's next?
So
On the
Snake,
battlefield, you
how
never
are the
forget what's
negotiations
next.
going?
Yeah, that's
Lesson 2, buddy.
so
So it's
edgy.
all up to you, huh?
Somebody's got to stop them from launching a nuclear missile.
Fucking put a full stop
There are
on the
two
Riz
ways.
and be like,
Either
right,
we
punk.
destroy them
On the
or
battlefield, you
Oh,
never think
first
of
it's
it.
my eyes, then it's my butt. What's next? On the
You got the
battlefield,
card
never
keys
think
from
about
Baker?
what's next.
Card keys.
Come on,
this?
Meryl, you
Where are
didn't
the
put it
others?
there.
There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
I have no idea, but they must be somewhere. If we can't find them, we'll
Yeah,
have
all-
no choice but to
All
destroy
women just
Metal Gear.
put stuff in their
Metal
bra.
Gear's in an underground maintenance base
I
to
just
the
use my
north.
tits
Take
as
me
like,
too.
you know,
I know this
I
place
put my
better
credit
than you
card
do.
in there.
You'll just slow me down.
somewhere to
You don't
store
have
them,
enough
you know?
battle experience.
I won't slow you down. I promise.
And what if you do?
Then you can shoot me.
I don't like to waste bullets.
Yow.
Got it.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Be careful. You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do.
Whenever fucking the best is yet to come comes in, you know some real dialogue's about to happen.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Woman,
I love this scene.
I always dreamed of becoming a soldier. But I was wrong. It wasn't really my dream. My father, He was killed in action when I was younger.
You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Not really. I thought that if I became a soldier, I could understand him better.
So are you a soldier yet?
I thought I was until today, but now I understand. The truth is, I was just afraid of looking at myself, afraid of having to make my own decisions in life. But I'm not gonna lie to myself anymore. It's time I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am, what I'm capable of. I want to know why I've lived the way I've lived until now. I want to know.
Take a good look. You won't get another chance for a while. You should wash your face, too, while you're at it.
Yeah.
This isn't a training exercise. Our lives are riding on this. There are no heroes or heroines. If you lose, you're worm food.
Yeah.
Is that FAMAS functional?
If you lose, you're worm food. But that speech from Meryl is why I picked the name Meryl.
I found it in
Where
the
she's
armory.
like, I wanted to know about myself. I wanted to learn about myself. I wanted to learn why I lived the way I lived.
Huh. So I got a left.
So real.
Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
All right, Snake.
Use my 45.
Listen, I've used a gun like this since I was 8 years old. I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra.
A bra.
I guess I wasn't loaded.
Both of them have like
north,
rotten
we'll
gun
have to
safety.
go to the
They're like pointing them up in the air next to their
overnight
heads,
blocked by
cocking
glaciers.
them, like pulling the rack back.
The door to the commander's room is security level 5. This card will open it.
Another one in the bra.
Come on.
I've got loads of these.
I just wear a bra as an excuse to be like, I'll just keep all my cards in here.
Okay, let's
I
go.
mean, from the
I know
text,
this
it
place
doesn't
better than
like
you.
Meryl is wearing a bra.
I'll be point man.
Yeah, I mean,
Follow me.
she's got the Tomb Raider boobs as well.
I need a piss actually, so. Cool.
That's strange. There's no guard.
What happened to the music?
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
Est room.
Yeah.
The R was cut off, so this is the estrogen room, you know?
So, you can muck about with Meryl a bit. You can, like, you know, throw her and punch her and stuff. We're not going to do any of that. 'Cause
What is it?
I think if you look at her long enough, she blushes.
What are you staring at?
There, she starts to turn a bit red.
Come on, Snake.
See her face getting a bit redder. I don't know if it shows up on screen very well. It's very noticeable on my screen.
Don't stare at me
This is
like that.
heterosexual propaganda, you know? This should happen when you look at Otacon long enough, you know?
Yeah.
What
I
are
mean,
you
I can
doing?
see the
She's
redness,
just turning
yeah.
redder and redder.
She's turned into like a fucking conservative voter, you know?
What? What is it?
I wonder how pink she can
Yeah.
get.
What are you staring at?
Fucking hell, she's like having an aneurysm.
Come on,
Oh, she's like as red as her hair now.
I don't actually know how red she gets.
Snake. Don't stare at me like that.
The solid Snake stare. Gammon Meryl.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's like that meme with a guy
Looks
that's
like-
like got the vein in his head, like
Yeah.
in the classroom.
It's like she's been in Weatherspoon since like since 9 a.m.
What is it? What are you staring
The
at?
hell, it's still going.
I could like
Come on, Snake.
strain myself until I got this red and I would pass out.
Yeah.
Don't stare at me like that.
Keeps going.
What are you doing?
Pose
We've got
changes.
to get a move on.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
shit.
Damn, I didn't
Put it on
know
that
that. So
little-
this is what I love about these
Yeah.
games is
There's
every
so
time I
much
play them,
little
I
shit,
learn
yeah.
something new. Oh, look, she's all
Fucking hell, she's so red.
Come on, Snake.
Come on, Snake.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't stare at me like that.
I don't think she's getting any redder.
Yeah, I
right?
think we've reached the limit here.
What are you doing? We've got to get a move on.
Okay.
Alright.
I think she comments as well if you get in the box.
Yeah, the attention to small detail, the level, like the tanker section MGS2 has the weird attention to detail, and like the pens in the kitchen, you know, having different notes, and all the bottles being breakable and stuff like that.
Oh, you can't go into the men's room
Snake,
anymore.
What are you doing? Let's go to the commander's room.
Look how pink she is.
Fucking hell, she's radioactive.
All right, we'll go to the commander. In fact, can we? Because I still wanted to get some treasure that you were unhelpfully blocking.
Yeah.
Honestly. Imagine if she stayed like this for the rest of the game.
Burst the blood vessel now. Can you use the ration you have?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I've got full health. You tend to get your health back after cutscenes, so. Ooh, diazepam.
Nice. It's a bit early
Save
for
that for later.
Yeah. just a room.
Right. I can't remember if there's any other fun stuff we can do with Meryl right now. I think that might be it. I want this equipped. Famous stuff in MGS3, like the end of the vampire hack and slash. So yeah, let's not spoil for people who haven't played MGS3. But when I do play that game, I am gonna exhaustively. I'm an obsessive MGS3 player, and there's loads of cool stuff. But the vampire hack and slash, I will not spoil, but kind of reveal, is not in the HD collection.
Yeah,
it hasn't been in any of the remakes, which is a shame.
Nightmare.
Yeah, Snake's Nightmare.
Oh, she's not blushing anymore. She's
She's
over
yeah.
it.
This scene made me feel funny when I was a kid. It's like mind control. I was like, I don't know how to feel about this.
My head. Oh, it hurts.
What's wrong?
Don't come here, Snake.
It's alright, I already did that in the bathroom. What?
Are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine.
Okay. Let's go.
Snake's woman sense. Okay, she's fine, I guess. Let's go.
Yeah.
Mr. Foxhound, the commander is waiting.
Yeah. See, this is like your first hint that Snake is, maybe not as straight as he likes to present himself. He's like, clearly nothing wrong here.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. He just doesn't get when a woman is acting completely different. He's like, huh? We actually, I think, want stun grenades equipped. So I thought this was one of the lines that made me feel funny.
Snake, how do you like me?
What the?
Do you like me? Hold me, Snake.
What's wrong?
Oh, hurry. Make love to me. Snake, I want you.
Who's that?
You don't like girls?
You don't like girls? How does he know? He doesn't just read your memory card, he reads your actual mind.
What's wrong? You don't like girls?
He's controlling Meryl. That tune is his mind control music.
Don't use your weapon. Try to
Now
talk
the
her
mind
out.
control music?
Which is that's a
That's
thing.
real.
So we can punch Meryl out, but I'm going to try and be nice and use stun grenades instead.
I mean, a stun grenade would hurt too, right? Like,
Yeah. But less so than being, like punched to death.
to death. She's okay.
Optic camouflage, huh? I hope that's not your only trick.
Right, if you ever heard me say that on stream, that's where that comes from.
Doubt my power. Now, I will show you why I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world. No, there's no need for words, Snake. I'm Psycho Mantis. That's right. This is no trick. It's true power.
Do you think the Gimp suit is about enhancing his psychic powers? Because he says the gas mask is, but the rest of it is just...
Now, let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past.
You like Helldivers,
You are a
don't you?
very methodical man. The type that always kicks his tires before he leaves.
Don't have a car, so...
You are a highly skilled
So he's just commenting on like your game stats up until now,
Yeah.
like how many times you've saved, how many times you've...
You are extremely careful of traps.
Excuse me?
You are either
Excuse me?
you are a coward. Still, don't
Excuse me?
believe me. Now I'll read more deeply into your soul.
So this is where he would read your memory card for
Yeah.
other Konami games, like if you had Pro Evolution Soccer,
Castlevania.
he'd be like, you like soccer!
Yeah.
But, obviously.
Yeah. Konami don't make games anymore, so...
Or in
Say it often. You are
Twin
so
Snakes,
correct.
you like Super Mario Sunshine!
I can read you like an open book. You still don't believe me?
You still don't believe me?
Psychokinetic power. Put your controller on the floor.
Put your controller in your ass.
That's good. Now I will move your controller by the power of my will alone.
So you needed a DualShock for this.
Yeah, otherwise you're like, who? Like, okay.
What do you think now? Can you
So the controller vibrates and is supposed to like move.
Go.
But actually the vibration on the PS5 controller is not strong enough to move it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's more
I mean, I guess it was on a
focused.
desk, maybe.
Right, Hideo?
What? My TV has changed channel? What the
What
fuck?
the hell?
Why has it changed input? That's crazy. Except TVs don't really do that kind of thing anymore.
right, so now you want to pause and go to P2, right?
I want to go to P2. I also want to put the thermal goggles on so I can see where he is. And then, so yeah, he's basically impossible to hit and deal damage to using control port 1 until you call the, like, I think you're supposed to game over and then call the colonel and be like, what the fuck, why can't I hit him? And he goes like, oh, he's reading your mind, he's reading your inputs. Hey, maybe if you were to put your control pad into controller port 2, he wouldn't be able to read your inputs.
It's generally the rule of MGS1 is if in doubt, call the colonel over and over and over again, and he'll tell you
he'll
what to
tell
do.
you what to do. It's a really clever moment that, again, like, kind of breaks the fourth wall of like, oh, he's reading my controller inputs, so I'll just plug into the different control port.
Yeah.
In universe, it's like, what is Snake doing any differently to make Psycho Mantis not be able to predict him?
This game really does not worry about in-universe a lot of the time. Like, it's just like action button, sure.
Yeah.
You know?
So there we go. Confirm. Oh,
This is absolutely hell to remap on RetroArch on Steam Deck, lol. Yeah.
It was not very easy to remap on
PS3.
On PS3, because it's not clear, like, it says, oh, connect control port 1-1, 1-2, 2-1, 2-2, and it's like, what does any of that mean? Smart enough to input read controller 1, not smart enough to input read controller number 2. Exactly.
You can destroy the bus to disable its powers, but I want to have an authentic experience. Yeah, that's like hard moding it as well. You have to actually do actions in it, you know.
Have to go and destroy the bus. It's not clear why that works. Like destroying the statues
like
in the room.
Totems, I guess, to focus his power. And like.
But anyway, there we go. So now I've got the thermal goggles on. I can see where he is, and the FAMAS. I can shoot him.
I said shoot him.
I said shoot him. I can't read you. So I think you need to like duck down for this.
Probably just future-proofing the game. I mean, yeah, that is a consideration that people making games used to have. Like even in Dark Souls has a consideration of, hey, let's give people the experience of what it's like to invade someone in the context of the game. When the servers get turned off.
Oof, got hit.
Like a lot of games now don't have online features. There's just no consideration. It's like, well, when online features aren't here, no one will care anymore.
Yeah. No one will want to play this by the time the online features are turned off.
Yeah.
I can't read you.
Why? Whoa.
At this point, he freaks out because he's like, why the fuck can't I read your inputs?
I'm not even questioning. How can you even see me? Like, I'm invisible right now.
Yeah, so that's the thing, like, you don't... I'm also... It's not clear as well, because I'm using the thermal goggles, but he's using optic camouflage.
Yeah.
Right, stun grenade again. I don't know why that went off instantly, but I'm happy it did. Useless woman!
What, can't even stand to a stun grenade?
I thought he was going to say it. Now I just sound like a misogynist. Don't do that. Right, I think I need to punch her, because here, otherwise...
She'll do it before the grenade goes off. Yeah, you need to, like, throw her.
There we go.
No! It cannot be! No!
You didn't think I'd hit a girl, did you?
Didn't account for me being a misogynist, did you?
Shoot him point blank.
Big comment by Skeleton of Fun. A lot of games now feel like they are led too strongly by people at the top point. Devs and game directors have more say-so over the games they're making. Things were just better. Not to say the games, no games come out like that now. Just that it's more infrequent. Yeah, tone at the top is a real thing, and the games are made by big studios.
Your niece is going to be okay.
Dictated, even not by like actual action, but just by people that do what the bosses want them to do get promoted, and when they get promoted they have no power over things, you know.
I think it's not that like games aren't. They are still led strongly by the people at the top, but the people at the top are the money men.
Yeah.
Rather than like.
Yeah, that's the thing. It used to be in the day that the people at the top were just like you
people
know, say what you will,
control over a project.
Say what you will about Koji Pro, and it's kind of like masturbatoriness, but Kojima is still the powerhouse at Koji Pro, and it's something to be said compared to a lot of studios where the powerhouse is money men, CEOs, investors, you know.
The strong man doesn't need to.
This is one of the, like,
he makes his own.
This is one of my favorite moments of the game is that this kind of despicable guy gets a moment to be like, you know, here's my perspective on things.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the bosses, after you've beaten them, they get their kind of like little story moments.
I think the strongest one is Vulcan Raven. There's a real like stick with you moment, but this one is good as well.
Really, I think Sniper Wolf. This
Sniper Wolf too, but I like Vulcan Raven the most. I like that moment of like where the crows eating him and like, you'll remember this, Snake.
Sniper Wolf's one makes me teary.
Go past the communication towers and use the tower's walkway.
I mean, it's moments like these that make me think like they never outdid Foxhound. Foxhound is just the best, I think, in terms of like villain characters. You know, each of them is like, oh, they're so real. You know.
Presence and futures of
Snapperfish, they go whammo on you. Yeah, like, yeah, honestly. A lot of the JoJo villains, like in part 2, you don't give a shit about them until after they've been defeated.
Was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire
There's some
to pass
big
on
series
one
started
seed
without executive influence, like Fallout, started with Tim Kaine messing around.
Every
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of like big
man
franchises were
exists to mindlessly
birthed when
started by
creators
creatives
were
fucking
kind of
around,
like fully
like-
unleashed. Demon Souls.
Yeah.
They thought like this game is going to be a failure, so it kind of freed them to make a game that was just like purely doing the things they wanted to, and it birthed a series which is now, I think, become quite stale because it's trying to chase that lightning in a bottle again.
This is kind of like the first approach at the game's like real message as well about the destiny of one's genes. Like Mantis pointing out Snake as being like, you and I are the same. We have no past, we have no future. You know?
We're just killing machines.
We're fated to bring each other nothing but pain and misery. The first person whose mind I dove into was my father's. I saw nothing but disgust and hatred for me in his heart.
Relatable.
My mother died in childbirth. And he despised me for it. I thought my father was going to kill me.
Just trying to relearn the fire again. Don't get me started. I'm sick of From Software.
Yeah.
Disappeared. I lost my past as well.
They're just trying to relink the fire again. Yeah, I mean, they do feel like they are stuck in their own little like, eternal return.
Are you saying that you burned your village down to bury your past?
I see that you have suffered the same trauma.
I mean, Snake burned down Outer Heaven and Zanzibar Land in the same kind of way, you know?
We're not going to get into that till later, but like Snake fully knows what it's like to destroy your antecedents. Your predecessors.
With the boss's revolution. His dreams of world conquest do not interest me. I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk.
Hey, let him cook.
I've seen through evil.
Hold up, let him cook.
Snake, you're just like the boss.
I don't know, I'm with Meryl on that one.
Kill as many people as possible. Hey, let him cook.
I'm not
Let's
so
not
bad.
be so quick to judge. No.
I read her mind as well.
Meryl's?
I saw you there.
Is she gonna go pink again?
You have a large place in your heart.
A large place?
A large place?
You monster.
Yeah, a large place.
I don't know if your futures lie together. I have a last request.
What is it?
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this, other people's thoughts force their way into my mind. Before I die, I want to be by myself. I want to be left alone in my own world.
I'll open the door for you. If you want to find your future, go through that door. This is the first time I've ever used my power to help someone.
I don't dig that bit so much. Being like, oh, Psycho Mantis never thought about being a good guy until now. But
it's very like, yeah, it's very clumsy. I guess I get what they're going for. They wanted to like have it be even more tragic that he died.
Yeah. I really like Psycho Mantis' moment of being like, let me be by myself before I die, because he's had to live this sort of life of being invaded by everyone else's thoughts.
Yeah.
I think that's really like cool and interesting, but him being like, I never thought about being a good guy before.
Learn something from it.
You're right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Snake, can I ask you something?
What?
About what Mantis said. I was just wondering.
What? What's the problem now?
Oh, no, nothing.
What?
So, tell me, Snake.
Where's my gun
what's your
here?
name? Your real name.
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
So real.
But I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Other people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
Thermal goggles back on.
Meryl gets an upgrade too. Guess she went through the boss fight too. Alright, put your controller back in control.
Oh, right.
Import
It's funny that it tells you to do that. Controller settings, connectors, player 1.
But yeah, I don't think Kojima ever got to the point of like, this is like the high point of all his games is like villains that were like interesting. Dead Cell I like too, but there's less of them and they're less interesting each one.
I was going to talk about that because I think we'll save here and then call it. But
it's a good point to stop. I think.
Yeah, but I definitely wanted to talk about like how Dead Cell, their personalities are a little less interesting. I think one of the big things for the Foxhound unit is a lot of them get these sort of very humanizing moments after you've defeated them, that kind of expound on their backstory and their reason for fighting.
I will say Vulcan Raven's moment is less humanizing and more magicizing. It's like he's kind of like seerizing, he's revealing himself to be a future teller.
It's like, but like Vulcan Raven, I think you get the least sort of human connection with his character, but he becomes like a lot more sort of like, it definitely taps into that idea that he's a shaman.
Yeah.
Like Sniper Wolf, I think gets an incredibly humanizing moment.
Yeah.
I think that she like
before that point
that
she's
moment
almost fetishized, and then she becomes an actual person.
Yeah, she becomes an actual person, and I think her story is so interesting that I still think it's kind of a crime that she's not like that's never expounded on any further. Yeah, I don't want to spoil like other games, but like. Yeah, Psycho Mantis gets, again, this like very humanizing moment for someone who, up until that point, seems to be literally dressed like a kind of like sadist, like BDSM. He manipulates Meryl into making explicitly like sexual advances. Like he seems like a total like perv, basically. But he gets this humanizing moment, and it's corny, but like him saying like, "Oh, I've never used my powers to help anyone before. This feels nice." Dies.
Yeah.
And it's like, shit, like imagine having that realization just before dying that like, oh, my life could have been completely different had I done anything other than the things I've done. Like, yeah, all the Foxhound members get these humanizing moments. Dead Cell don't. And again, I don't want to like spoil the story. Like, I'm not going to go into too much of the
but like I think
description.
Fortune has a moment like that. Vamp doesn't really, and neither does Fat Man. But
Vamp
Fortune has a really great moment that maybe was one of my favorite moments in all.
Fortune, Fortune has like an incredible moment. Fat Man is just like
this
whatever. He's a fun character, and I think his like conflict is like with another character.
It's kind of funny, and I like it for that.
It works really well. Vamp never comes across as anything more than just like a total sadist. And that's Dead Cell.
Yeah.
Like,
and I guess you include Solidus as part of Dead Cell as well.
Yeah. The Cobras.
Solidus is like the game, but yeah.
Solidus gets a great moment right at the end of the game, but we'll jump that hurdle when we get to it.
Yeah.
Dead Cell. They just kind of fall a bit flat.
Part of the point of Dead Cell is for them to be a pale imitation.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
it's kind of themically appropriate for them to be a pale imitation of Foxhound. The Cobras in MGS3.
I dig them, but they're there's they're
like
being
them.
carried by the joy and the sorrow, right? In my view. And
honestly,
the end
as well, they don't get much. I mean, the same is kind of true of. Psychomantis gets an introduction before his boss fight. Vulcan Raven gets an introduction before his boss fight. Sniper Wolf gets a big very meaningful introduction before her boss fight. Ocelot less so, but he gets to carry on being in the rest of the game. The Cobras, you don't really see much of them or feel much of them right before you boss fight them, and then they die, and they don't get any kind of like character moments to really like expound on them that much. So they feel very weak, I think, the Cobras.
Yeah. I think I say the sorrow. The thing is, the sorrow is more like the sorrow's interesting for what he means to the joy,
Yeah.
And the end is interesting because he's a really good gameplay boss fight. He's not like an interesting character. He's just like, oh, what a great moment in the game. Oh yeah, sorry, we're in MGS3. We were meant to not spoil MGS3.
Yeah. We're talking like.
Still quite nebulously. We're not talking in any detail.
I'll just say.
We're done anyway. But yeah, Foxhound is still the all-time, and
the Foxhound unit is great. They are the ones who get they get these humanizing moments. They get a lot of like backstory exposition. They get to kind of like, they feel like real characters.
I think Kojima later realizes that Foxhound was the lightning in a bottle that he
he tried to replicate, and then in subsequent games, again, like, we don't want to get into spoiler territory, but to greater or lesser extent. Battleship fan, I'm back. Slay Boo Prince, not King, because there can be only one. Sorry, that's fine. On the server, I'm Prince Merle.
Yeah.
Even though the rules say I am King, but I think Prince is a cooler title.
Little Prince.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll save here, and we'll carry on next.
Good point to stop. We've
I think we're not onto the second
halfway.
disc, but we're about.
The second disc goes much faster than the first disc does.
Yeah, honestly.
Once, if you go a little bit further to where Sniper Wolf is introduced, that I would say the point where you have to do the big backtrack, I think that's like the halfway point.
Yeah, more or less. Battleship fan, got to go back to work, just dropped in to say hi. That's fine. We're done here anyway. Prince is a cooler title. I wouldn't be happy being called a queen, but princess sounds great. Yeah, I think princess and prince sound very like, I don't know, they're very nice. King and queen sound a bit too, meh.
Marquis and Marquess.
They are great
regal
titles,
title,
yes.
I think.
Baron and Baroness, I think.
Yeah.
Viscount is another one I like.
Yeah.
Silk, how much of the series are you planning to cover? We're going to play all of them.
All of them? Yeah, maybe not Phantom Pain? I don't know. How interested are we in doing Phantom Pain?
I might play Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
And then if people are really enjoying the MGS streams, I can do Phantom Pain. It's honestly like a much more nebulous game.
Yeah.
But it is also fun. It's also fun to stream, though, because so much of it is just sort of like, you can just chat whilst you're playing it.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, and even Peace Walker, I think we're down for.
Definitely.
Maybe not Peace Walker. Peace Walker maybe up until the point where you're meant to farm out the true ending, and then we'll watch a YouTube video for.
Well, definitely 1 through 4.
Yeah.
I would be up for playing Peace Walker again because I haven't played it for a long time. I could farm off stream to get
That's
all the
true.
parts for,
Yeah.
for the final ending of Peace Walker. So yeah, we could do that. I'm up for playing Ground Zeroes after Peace Walker, definitely, because I think it's a really interesting game to stream.
I love Peace Walker. Like, if you discount MGS1, I think Peace Walker might have the best just on its own
got the most,
MGS story.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I think MGS3 has the best standalone story.
I think MGS3 is strengthened by the existence of 2 and 1.
Yeah, it is, but I think as a standalone
Peace
story,
Walker
it's still
on its own
like
kind of holds. I guess
good.
Peace Walker kind of relies on MGS3 to a certain degree.
There are 3 different versions of 5. Are they actually different, or is it like
all different, like as far as we're aware, right?
The 3 different versions of MGS5.
Phantom. I'm assuming it's like Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain, and what's the third version?
Well, I think they were released as a package deal.
Oh.
Ground Zeroes isn't actually MGS5.
But you need to play it before MGS5.
You should do, yeah.
Here's the play order, right? So if MGS 1, 2, and 3, that's easy. You play them in order.
Yeah.
Then 4, then Peace Walker is kind of... Would you say Peace Walker is necessary?
I think honestly, just playing them in the order they were released is the optimal
I think playing
play order.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an acceptable play order.
Yeah.
However, if you're really into MGS, you want to play 1, 2, 3, 4, Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain, which is 5.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Then you're done. No love for Portable Ops. I do like Portable Ops because it sets up the situation that Peace Walker inherits. But honestly, the gameplay is so... It's Peace Walker, but without all the quality of life improvements that they introduced in Peace Walker.
If you're confused about how they got to Peace Walker, then you might be like, hey, Portable Ops is here,
I think the cool thing about Peace Walker is you can just start it without having played Portable Ops, and they make a few references to things that happened in Portable Ops, but you can just also sort of you can draw a clear line between, again, spoiler free, the ending of MGS3 and the beginning of Peace Walker. You can kind of you can interpolate it yourself. I showed a friend Ground Zeroes and playing the entire game, and she was like, "Is that it?"
Hey, there's also the extra missions where you save Hideo Kojima himself.
Yeah, exactly. Ground Zeroes by itself is kind of like a fun... I played it a lot. I liked it.
It's a fun, if you bought it for £20, I would say that's worth it. It's a fun little game.
It's a cool, little sandbox, and there's a lot to like about it.
Discounting the really horrible...
it's got some really, really gross stuff in it. And I'm not saying that, that's really cool.
But the game itself...
I feel like it's trying to do something interesting. And I think the game itself is very crunchy as well. It's it's very playable.
The map as well. I think the map is maybe the best that 5 has to offer. You
know? Honestly, I think Ground Zeroes is a more worthy game than Phantom Pain. But yeah, we'll see how far we get into the series. My intention is to cover at least 1 through 4. That's locked in now. That's the next. That's our streams for probably the next 6 months.
Is all maybe some parts of 4 aren't. We'll maybe skip over the Drebin explanations of certain things that are a bit kind of come on, get there.
I mean, because we're on stream, we might as well listen to it and chat over it. I mean, we've all already talked over some of the cutscenes in this, which I think we probably should have been paying greater attention
1 through 4
to.
for the most part is great. There's parts of 4 that I'm kind of whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, there's parts of 4 where the first time playing through, I was like, this is a bit meh.
Peace Walker is great.
Now I love it.
Peace Walker is great, discounting the fact that you have to farm out the true ending. Whatever. And then Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes is kind of a bit weird, but yeah. 1 through 4 is guaranteed as fun stuff. And also, you don't even need Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes to get the complete MGS experience. 1 through 4 tells a pretty complete story, I think. You could even get rid of 3, but you kind of like it informs 4, I think.
Yeah.
Even if not directly. And also 3 is just great, so you might as well play it. You know.
Please, Snake, don't give up.
Get a little... Oh.
Yeah.
No pronoun this time.
Oh, she gives it before.
Oh.
Yeah, you were talking, but
What
she
did
gives.
she say?
She says like the tongues of dying men.
Proverb. I don't know why I said
Something.
pronoun.
Proverb.
Sorry.
Pronoun. Yeah. Said Snake, you are now they them.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
And he went, cool.
You're now it's. Thanks.
It's.
Thank you.
That's great.
I love that from me.
I love that from me. You know how Snake would respond to that. He'd go, it's. He's just like, reply it, pronoun. Repeat the last thing someone said with a question mark at the end. Good night, Sin. And you need 3 to understand 4.
One part of 4 you needed to understand.
Yeah.
But you can still kind of get it just through 2, I think.
You're no longer Solid Snake. You're now Valid Snake.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you.
good. I like that. Very good. That's where we're ending the stream. Anyway, it is now, in the UK at least, Trans Day of Visibility.
Yeah.
So, happy Trans Day of Visibility, everybody. I see you, trans people, in my chat. This is the one day of the year where you are visible. I can see you.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Day of the Dead, you know. It's the one day of the year where
this is the one day I can
trans people.
I can see. Yeah, they all stop being invisible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll call it there. Skeleton of fun. Good night, everyone. It was very fun. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. Bit early, yeah. It's probably not.
We'll
fun
be
for
back
people
next
to
week for
Yeah.
more MGS1.
We might stream in the week as well. In
Yeah,
the
we'll
week
see.
for like maybe do some hell diving or something.
Yeah.
Fortnite, if we can figure out how to make it work.
Mm.
I don't know how to make it work yet. Merle reading our webcams like Psychomantis. Yeah? You like girls.
What? You don't like girls?
You don't like girls? Yeah, good night.
Yeah.